What is up, everybody? I'm so glad I didn't have to restart OBS. I accidentally closed my camera app, so I thought that I'd lose my camera, so thankfully it was restored. What's going on, Anime Reader and Sabanasu, if you're still here? I know you chatted earlier, but yes, we're back. Another fun Wednesday of live streaming. What is up, King? How you doing? Yes, Anime Reader's here. Good. Duhalt, what's going on? Okay, Sabanasu is here. Hello. Dias, what's going on? Nakama, how's it going? It's been a lot of fun with live streaming this week. Honestly, doing the Mashiko Mondays has been a lot of fun. So I technically do two live streams, though one of them I don't have to actually get in front of a camera, so it's much easier. Well, I have to, but not after the fact. Even though it takes like 3 times as long to do those particular ones because recording, editing, all that kind of stuff. And this Monday was an hour long, so it's super long episode. Kind of wonder if you'd be cooking or something for the stream since tomorrow's Thanksgiving. I thought about doing some sort of Thanksgiving type of thing. So there you go. This live stream is me thanking everybody for the subs and the follows. Do I have 8,000 yet? Can I say I'm thankful for 8,000? I don't think I'm at 8,000 yet. I think I'm just short of it. Where's my phone? My phone's not here. It's worth it. Yes, it is. It is. Honestly, if you're meaning the Mashiko Mondays, it's probably one of the most rewarding things that I do every single week. As much as difficult it is, it's very rewarding. Gosh, I can't get to AK. You guys gotta go, like, send out the link to everybody and say, oh my gosh, let's Thanksgiving him for 8K subs. Close enough. Yeah, we'll round it up. We'll just round it up. There we go. Thank you for the 8,000 subs. We got it. We made it. Woohoo! I hear everybody say that it's, like, the most difficult to get 10,000. Like, that's the most difficult stretch. Does that mean that once you hit 10,000, it grows quicker? Like, it gets into the algorithm better? Or is it just because it's the most difficult? I don't know. I haven't quite figured out what that whole deal is. Is my music too loud? It is too loud. Chill a little bit on the music. There we go. Let's try there. Is that the silver play button? Is 10 for silver play button? I don't know. I never looked because I don't care. I mean, it'd be cool to have it up here for like an episode, but that's about it. Oh, by the way, did you guys see my actual silver play buttons up here? Let me see if I can get it in focus. I have to duck to get it in focus. Focus on Roxy. Is it focusing? I think it's focusing. Yeah. Those were Christmas gifts from Web Gaming. If you guys know who that is, he got me 2 Roxys up here. He actually tricked me into it because I was asking him where I can get some good Roxy stuff, and he's like, oh, Displate. I'm like, oh, cool. And I checked it out, and he sent me like 50 million links from Displate for Roxy, and eventually he's like, well, I have a coupon that gives you free shipping and stuff, and I'm like, well, the shipping's really steep, so yeah, let's do that. And he's like, which one do you want? This one. All right, they're on the way to you. I'm like, dude, what are you doing, dude? So I sent him. I've been delaying sending him the Snafu light novels, so I decided to finally keep my end of the bargain and actually send my what would soon to be burnt copies of Romantic Comedy Snafu, all 10 volumes of it that I had, and that was funny because for those that don't know my story about Snafu, I really loved ED at the end there, Romantic Comedy Snafu, for the longest time. But for those that know, something happens in the final season that did not make Andrew really happy. It wasn't the choice of the main protagonist, which obviously is going to happen. It was just how cruel it felt for certain characters. And so I got really mad. Like, I thought the writer at that point was just being mean about the whole situation. And so I never liked the series anymore. It was like an entire season of let's make Andrew as angry as possible. The entire time, like all episodes. But I did love it for a while. And so I was buying all the novels that came out. When I went to go send him these novels, I realized I had up to volume 9 and then I had 7.5, I think it was. I never got 6.5 or 10 or 9. Which means, for those who don't know, the moment that those novels came out, that was when it came out in the English version. That was the same exact month, or months, that a certain show was having its final season. So it makes sense why I didn't buy any more at that point. I never realized that they matched up so well. I figured maybe an extra volume came out or something, but it was exactly when that season started. The next volumes were coming out, and Andrew was already hating the entirety of the writer's work. So, which sucks because I really like Wataru. I don't, something like that. The Snafu writer. I follow a few people on 20 to 30k subs, and it seems they grew quick. Good. That's good. Like I said, I wasn't sure if it was like an algorithm thing. It makes sense to me that they would put more emphasis on higher subs to get in the algorithm, but never know. Like I've told a lot of people, I think that a good, I don't know, it was like 3k I think I started out with, but that was like when I was doing unboxings and I wasn't really growing the channel. So technically this channel does have a segment that's really old subs, and I'm surprised they were never deleted, but I don't count on them. And so it is technically a pretty young channel. I wish it would grow faster, but I never came in this expecting fast growth unless one of my videos gets viral at some point, which I think the only video that I've had, excuse me, that got decently viral was my video on the censorship of Tokyo Revengers. That one took off pretty well. But then there's other videos that I make that I put a lot of work in, and they never pick up on the algorithm, and it feels real bad. Like my why animators don't get paid well. It's like I felt so bad that didn't take off as well as I thought it would, because I put a lot of effort into it. I got a video, by the way. I got a video coming out possibly tomorrow. What's up, Adrian? Did you see Adrian? I know that you don't care because it's Roxy, but I never know if it's focusing. I don't think it's going to focus. It doesn't focus, does it? Yeah, it does. Okay. But, what was I saying? So, yeah. Working hard on video. I got a video coming out tomorrow. That's what I was going to say. I got a video coming out tomorrow that is going to be something that I have to get off my chest. It's going to be a pretty ranty video, and I think people will enjoy it. So, to give you an idea, it's basically crowdfunders utilizing touchy subject around the anime marketplace to their advantage, and I really am sick of seeing it. I'm really sick of seeing it. You know, similar to things like AnimeTube and stuff, claiming that things are terrible and we're gonna fix it with our Kickstarter, and they never do. Roxy is third best girl. I love. Oh my gosh, third. Okay, I know why you're saying that. Why the Roxy hate? God, you and Chris, the Roxy hate. I don't know. But hey, I am the type, unlike other people, I am the type that's perfectly fine with somebody having a different best girl, because you know why? That means more of these for me. More of this for me. I love my Roxy. But no. Anyways, only watched the first few episodes of Snafu and didn't really get it. It did really well in kind of how, what's his name, the main character, how like super crummy he was, but the initial draw to me was Yui Yugahama. I absolutely love her to death. I have a figure of her. I need to burn the other one, which is the other girl that shall not be named. How about most anticipating winter 2023 anime tier list? I will be doing that. That's a good point. Thanks, King. I think I'm planning on either next week or the week after that. Is there a tier list up already? I am planning on doing an actual preview of the winter season live stream, which we'll do like we did last time, where I'm going to go through everything, check all the trailers, get information about who's working on them in preparation for mine and Chris's podcast about the season coming up, the preview. So be on the lookout for that. I think, again, it'll probably be in 2 weeks. That seems like the usual time that I'd want to start setting up that stuff. First time seeing a live, just got done watching episode of Do It Yourself, was really good. Oh, it's so good. Do It Yourself is so fantastic. I can't get enough of it. Today's episode was great too. I like Roxy too, though Eris grew on me. I expect Sylphie to impress me next season. If she's there, don't be spoiling things. She's literally in the trailer. I loved it. There's definitely best girl in the anime. Can't get the light novel best girl yet. Oh yeah, we had some crazy stuff like the previous week's video for Mystical Mondays. Everybody was really good, and this week we got like this group of people that popped in that were trying to talk about like Nanahoshi and stuff, and I'm like, whoa, chill. Fitz is in the trailer, yes. I think people are calling her Sylphie. I don't know why. Spoiler people, I don't know. People can't keep spoilers out of chat. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to figure it out. Just the way that it's been obviously being very vague about Fitz, but we'll see. Sylvie, best girl. To be honest, can't say too much though. So also hi. What's up, Kat? And then, welcome, Aaron. By the way, welcome to the stream. But no, if somebody's got a link to, I could probably look it up. If I can find a tier list for Winter, I don't mind doing it after this. I just told everybody that I was gonna do this, so I'm gonna do this. But I don't know how much I'm gonna know. Like it's basically tier listing when I haven't even looked into it yet. So it'd be basically anything that I know about that's typically a second season. Those are the ones gonna be on my high list. So we'll see. Ellen, I'll say is obviously best girl, y'all. I'm still waiting for Ellen I'll say to do something that I like. Not nowhere near in that category for me quite yet. But we all know that Lilia is best girl. That hug in season 1 was great. Lilia really grew on me reading the light novels too. So I really can't wait to get more into her. So hopefully, if we do. But we all know the Death God's the best girl. Poor guy just wants to make some good karage. The guy just wants to make some good karage. He just wants to make some good karage. Anyways, we keep going with that conversation. As we do it, I'm gonna start filling this thing out. Edis is best girl because doesn't like a girl that can cut you in half, right? Straight from one shoulder down to the waist. Like, she's brutal. She's absolutely brutal. Okay, okay, that's right. I'm like, how do I function this site again? Let's see, I'm gonna do drop. Because I do have some possible drops. And I also want to add, let's see here, add row below. Add row below. And we're still going to have a trash. We will still have a trash bin. You can assume that trash is possibly dropped, but we'll see. Want to get into Lilia? I'm not even going to touch that. I've been falsely claimed for many weird things, and I don't want to add that one to it. I mean, that's probably the best out of all of them if I did get thrown in that area, though. Y'all can't disagree. Kishirika is best girl. She's a bit much for me. Based on the one appearance. Well, technically there's been 2 appearances so far based on the anime, but I can't follow the boat on Kishirika. She's a little bit much for me. I can't do that. You can stand behind the Kishirika fans. There's gotta be more to her than I'm gonna hope that there's probably more to her, because the first appearance is, I mean, she was funny. Like, she's super fun in that first and second appearance in the anime and the light novel first appearance, but we'll see. But she is fun, but I can't say that she's waifu material at all. She's a hang out and have fun kind of person so far. Trash could be hate watch though. Yeah, that's true. But I don't typically hate watch. I if anything, it's Stockholm, or if anything, like, I have to watch it because I'm this much invested into it. Like, if you asked me last season or not, like, some point in the last season of My Hero Academia, that would be in that category where I was just, I'm this far in, I might as well keep watching. Like, I'm not even that super hype about this current season of it, but I'm invested, so. There will be swimming in the trash tier. You will be swimming there? Like, there's a bunch of stuff in there that you like? Just realized Lilia could count as it. Well, yeah, technically. What's up, F-Luck? Suyu Best Girl, My Hero Academia. Yeah. That's a good one. Let's see here. I have not caught up on this. Currently, it's like a B for me. Utawatamano. I'm like literally last season. I haven't really caught up at all, so that's the unfortunate thing. Oh yeah, by the way, super big reminder. I meant to do this at the very beginning. Super big reminder to people. Tomorrow. Mark your calendar if you have not already, because it's so far away. It's going to be very difficult to remember. Tomorrow, Isekai Uncle's coming back. Isekai Uncle coming back. I cannot wait. Isekai Uncle's coming back, which I guess we could do that one now. I'm super happy. Like I am beyond happy that that's coming back. Is it not in here? I thought oh, there it is right there. Yeah, it's right at the bottom because I just added it. Okay, tomorrow, mark your calendars. It will have broadcasted in Japan. Netflix watchers, I don't know. Ask Netflix. I don't know when the hell they're gonna broadcast. What weren't they like 2 weeks behind on Netflix? I want to say they were 2 weeks behind because I think when we finally watched the last episode, it was like 2 weeks out from then that people finally finished it and were mad. Was it 3 weeks? Ugh, I feel bad for y'all. I could not wait 3 more weeks. I have been waiting, biting, chomping at the bit for this show to come back. Hopefully it actually finishes. Hopefully it's not delayed again. But yes, it is absolutely S tier. No hesitation whatsoever. It is an amazing show. My only misgiving is that I really don't like what's happening with the studio. But the show itself, the artwork they've been doing with it, they've nailed the character designs, and it's super funny. Heard that comes back on the 25th? Don't say that. Don't say that. Anilist is showing 13 hours from now, so... Oh, so you're like possibly another region. Uncle's probably my favorite all time now. I finished the manga. Couldn't resist the manga. Oh, gosh. I was so tempted to jump in the manga, so I give you mad credits. That's fantastic. I will probably read the manga. How much more content do you think the manga has beyond the anime ending this core? Do you think it's gonna have like enough for another season? Haven't watched Uncle? Please go watch it. It's hilarious. Like Isekai Uncle, for those who don't know, it's a mixture between like isekai jokes because it's a guy coming back and joking about the terrible world that he was in. It's partly like fish out of water because the uncle's coming back to our world and he has to learn about the new things in the world, like technology and stuff. And then it's part like a cluelessness gamer that he is. So he's kind of dumb in the idea that he's obsessed with gaming stuff. So there is a little bit of retro gaming jokes in there as well. But it's like this nice balanced mixture. And then there's like in the middle there's like rom-com that's like really good. So yeah, it's great. I love it. Yeah, Japan is ahead of us. Yeah, right. Link Manga has 1.5 season amount of content. So yeah, basically if they finish this season, just go jump in the manga. I will easily. Bleach easy S, and obviously that's a lot to do with I've loved this series for a long time. Uncle has his best smile. I totally did not like it at first because it's kind of a style that I never like, but he's grown on me. Like he's become literally like that uncle. He's a dork. But no, Bleach is super good. It's getting really heavy lately. I cannot wait for more of it. Every week is amazing. You mean easy drop? No, Bleach is not an easy drop unless you talk about something else. But no, I love Bleach. It's great. Really great. But no, the recent animation and stuff has been really awesome. The only negative I would give Bleach right now is the writer's still doing the one thing that I hate so much, which is the doppelgangers. It's all the dream. I change people's memories crap, and I'm so sick of the writer relying on that storytelling to get around powerful characters because he's done it in literally every single season. But, or story arc. But I still love it. I still absolutely love it. So I cannot wait for more. Uzaki-chan wants to hang out. This is going to hurt some people. See. I don't know if I have grown out of love of Uzaki-chan wants to hang out or what, but what is this thing popping up on my other screen here? Oh, YouTube wants me to take down the bitrate. Does anybody have a problem with my bitrate? is my stream messing up for people because it's too high bitrate? I'm just doing the same bitrate that I do for Twitch. Twitch can handle it, YouTube. Plus, there's like down resing, like unlike Twitch sometimes. I'm being honest, okay. Okay, so my explanation here. Izakachon was the first season was fantastic. I love it. I love Uzaki. I love the main character. Great couple, great rom-com, tons of ecchi. Love the ecchi. Season 2, the ecchi like disappears, and it's just turned into, as many people have quoted it being, like a poor man's Kaguya-sama Love is War, where it's just the two of them trying to make the other, knowing the other one kind of likes them, but they want to make the other one make them say they like them. I don't know. It's just, it's gotten so boring. And the only thing that I've been really enjoying about the second season is Uzaki's mother. Like, Uzaki's mother is like literally all the funny in this show anymore. Actually, her whole family's great, so. Izakachan's first season was better than the second season. Oh yeah, for sure. And it's alright, just not catching me like the first season. So I'm not alone. Tungsten, at least you're with me. I don't feel like I'm alone anymore, so that's good. No feelings on Izakachan. I haven't seen any of it. I just see the clip where he has to pull her out of the bush. That was the best part in the entire season or series. I only seen the first season of Izakachan. I enjoyed the season 1. Yeah. I think most people really liked the first season. I think it was really good. So I'm not watching this, wherever it is. Chainsaw Man. I'm debating S or A, by the way. I'm gonna put it in S for now, because I've been thoroughly enjoying it. It's very entertaining. I think the only thing that I haven't liked about the entire series so far is Kobane in the last episode was super obnoxious. Super obnoxious. But everything else in that episode was fantastic, especially Power screwing with everybody. Yeah, it's basically like a mixture between like poor Denji, you're an idiot. Power is hilarious and likes to mess with everybody. Makima is twisted in some way. I don't know yet. The action and animation's fantastic. So, and the directing's phenomenal. Like, gosh dang, the directing's so good. It's such a, like, even if you didn't care about the story or even the action scenes or the characters, like, just visually, it's super good. Super visually beautiful. Kobane Gang. I felt so bad when I did my video because I knew that there was a fandom for Kobane, and I'm like, I know she probably does something great. She was just annoying in this episode. Chainsaw Man is disgusting and bloody for me. I don't fault anybody for being off put by the gore, so don't worry about that. But yeah, I can just I laughed just as hard as Power did when she got... Did you know what was happening? Yeah, okay. I was about to say. I jumped back in the manga, and next episode's gonna be crazy. Oh my gosh! I watch the episode, and then I'll read the manga to see if they skipped anything. Because like the first episode skipped something. Oh no, the second episode skipped something. So I want to check it now. I sneak peeked a little bit ahead after this episode. I'm like, holy crap, stop reading. Like, holy crap, stop reading. Stop reading. Like, it's gonna get crazy next episode if they get to it. So. For me, Chainsaw Man is 7 out of 10 show. Yeah, it's not a perfect show by any means. But I'm getting the animation, directing, visual design, and the characters are fun. Like, that's all I really need, so. Will it be like a personal favorite? We'll see. We'll see. But for now, I know that it's just really good. I'm really enjoying it. Hey, how you doing during the... Apparently it's happening again, huh? Doing fine since I work out of my house now, which I was technically doing before this job. I was remote most of the time, so I'm used to it by now. Not watching this. I think that's idolish. Bocchi the Rock. See, I'm gonna get too heavy on the S's. I might bump down Chainsaw. We'll see. Bocchi the Rock, super good. Am I enjoying Funimation so far? I haven't touched Funimation since what, 2 seasons ago? I think it was spring was their last season, didn't they? Everything else has been Crunchyroll since then. But yeah, I kind of miss Funimation, to be honest. Sometimes with their settings and seasons layout. Enjoying Super Mashoko Mondays. Keep up the good work, Andrew. Thanks, Udon. Thank you so much for the support. Have you been jumping in the premieres? I don't know if I've seen you on there. Bochi the God. Bochi is top tier, S tier. Only show that's been I've been watching instant it drops. Bochi the Rock, same as Bang Dream. Is that a good thing? I mean, I enjoyed first season of Bang Dream. But nowhere near as much as Bochi. That was more cute girls doing cute things. Bochi's more like a mixture of like slice of life and obviously making comedic out of an obviously difficult subject, which is I think they're doing really well with it. Bochi Rock is S tier. Man, maybe I need to check that out. It's super good. It's basically taking the whole coming into it. I thought it was going to be slice of life drama about introvert, but I think it turned out to be a lot more comedic than I originally thought it would. But I think they're pulling off that comedy really well because they're being very respectful of the subject matter, which again is like introvertness and stuff like that. They're not trying to make it really simple. Like she steps out there on the stage and suddenly boom, she's out of her introvert. She's like super stuck in it. And they're doing a really good job of portraying that. I keep meaning to make a video every single week about it, but I think so many people have done videos on Bochi the Rock. I really don't feel like I'm going to be able to add anything new to it, but I might just make a video just to say what's on top of my head about the whole series. But like, I really love how everybody's like very, very well designed and animated, and sometimes overly animated in something like the one time with that girl, I forget what her name is. She's like walking away from her Bochi at the vending machine. Super good animation there. Looked very natural. But Bochi's like where they just go crazy with the art and like portraying her craziness. Like she just feels like she's alien to the animation style and everything because they just go over the top to show her mental state in crazy art, and it's really cool. So yeah, Nijika, sorry. Did they finish Uncle from Another World? No. Supposedly episode 8's coming tomorrow. Set your calendars. Watch it. Not on Netflix. It's broadcasting in Japan tomorrow. So if you can get it through other means, it's time to continue it, which is fantastic. So we're doing currently airing shows. None of these shows are done yet, except for this one, which I have not watched. So yeah. Anyone watch the Lolly documentary from Vice? I can't do it if I know it's gonna cringe. If it's Vice, it's probably gonna be extremely cringy. If Vice is who I think it is. I think I only end up seeing clips of Vice every now and then. I don't really necessarily go to Vice. So. Best gang is still dad, mom, sister, dog. I love it. I love it. Mom, dad, sister, dog. Mom, dad, sister, dog. Oh, I can call up my friends. Really? But the dog can't go. Sister can't go. That's great. They get upset about graphic novels being removed from school libraries, but lolly's evil, right? There's been a lot of discussion about that kind of stuff lately, and I can't say that it's partly my fault because me and Chris did a video or a podcast on it, or that included it, and then plus the fact that the pics of stuff. So it's a hot button topic right now, and it's there's no winning. It's an argument that's no winning. I think continuations are still on Funimation. Yes, that's true. Anything that is a sequel season, you are correct. Yes, because I think that like Overlord and stuff was on there, and I think they're putting their dubs on there too. I could be wrong, but I'm so glad I don't have to have the sub there though. Eminems Shadow. I'm going B. I'm going B. And I think people that watch my videos on a weekly basis probably know why it's a B. Like, it's not... I keep trying to chase rabbits with that show, and it's not really doing anything. I enjoy it. It's a very fun show. I love the character designs. I just feel like sometimes I'm missing something. Yeah, it's a fun show. Enjoy watching each week, yeah. Do you have any plans to rapidly grow your channel, or are you trying to grow steadily? I'm setting my expectations for steady growth, and I would love rapid growth. So I came into this knowing that sometimes YouTube can take a long time, and if you have high expectations, it'll break you. So yeah, the jokes are getting, yeah, there's a lot of jokes that get old, and I think that's another problem that it kind of has. Thank you for confirming that, Andrew. I just wasn't sure, and yeah, dubs are in there. Oh, good. And a lot of stuff that was transferred over to Crunchyroll from Funimation are the censored versions. So if you are into uncensored content, you do get a benefit by staying on Funimation because of that. But with them increasing the subs, that makes it a little more difficult to stomach, right? But no, I am enjoying Eminems Shadow. I just wish there was more of the. It's like I at some point I kind of just want more of the alpha and beta and delta. Like that's the characters I like. And it just doesn't seem like it wants to show them for obvious reasons. Because the character is literally in his own world. I want to see what... I want to see that one, but I'm really focusing on 2 shows this season so I don't feel overwhelmed. That's very difficult to do. Which ones you got? That's very difficult to do. Have you been watching the shorts that they do every week? No, I have not. I've been told about them, though. I need to check those out. Have I caught up on Attack on Titan dub? No, I don't watch the dubs. There's very few shows that I watch dubs. Everyone leave. Oh, leave a like. I have a habit of reading, especially in chats. I have a habit of reading the first part of people's comments and the last part at the same time. So it's like I'm trying to catch up to where I just put the other perspective. It's just how I work. So in my mind immediately read, everyone leave algorithm. And I'm like, wait, leaving doesn't help the algorithm. And watch dub if I can just for convenience. Yeah, like there's a lot of shows that I do pick up off like Netflix and stuff like that I'll watch dub if I need to get through it decently quick. But typically, like if I know that a good seiyu's in there, I don't. I've had times where I watch the dub and then I realize that a really good seiyu's in it and I get really mad at myself. Encouragement to Climb is S tier for me. I absolutely love it. They're too adorable. I love these kids. I want them to be happy and smile forever and succeed at everything they do. It's just a super precious show. If you like just shows about just precious characters that you want to see, you're basically rooting for them. You want to encourage them to succeed. It gives you that feeling. It's just discovery. It's about overcoming challenges, learning about climbing, hiking, all that kind of stuff. And the character, the drama beats are there, but they're very subtle. They're very calm. They're not heavy drama beats. Like the last season was the 2 main girls at some point got, different scheduled stuff at the same time. And so they kind of had to do separate things. And there was a little bit of jealousy there. It's about as heavy as you get. We had an episode this season where technically somebody took her out to go on a hiking trip. And then you discover why she took her there. And it's kind of a little heavy. But it's always very simple stuff, but they're really impactful stuff, so I enjoy it. Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's on High Dive. Unfortunately, I think Crunchyroll had the first seasons, so they're not available anymore because they dropped the licenses. And unfortunately, High Dive only picked up this new season, probably knowing that it does a recap for the first 4 or 5 episodes. So you can technically recap with this season and then get caught up, but I'd recommend if you can find it somewhere else. It's totally worth a watch. It's very short. First season's like 5 minutes. Second season, third season's like 11 minutes an episode. So it's decently short. I work for Thanksgivings, guys. Gonna crash. Hope best for y'all. Oh man, I'm sorry about that. Nakama, you take care. Definitely have a good one despite you have to work. Just hang in there. Hopefully the day goes by quick and is a positive one. But yeah, thanks for dropping by anyway. Do it yourself. I'm going to put too much stuff in this. It's such a good season. It's such a good season. But yes, do it yourself is amazing. This year marks the 25th anniversary of Toonami. Really? It's also the 10th year of Mushoku Tensei, apparently. But no. Do it yourself is absolutely fantastic. I made a whole video on it if you want to check it out later. But the characters are fantastic. They accent each other so well. I mean, you basically have a character that's like the heart. You have a character that's the glue. You have a character that's the bridge. You have a character that's the strength. and you have a character that's the hammer, so to speak. Like, these girls, they work so well in chemistry with each other, and I cannot say, I came into it expecting me in cute girls doing cute things with do-it-yourself. I love do-it-yourself. Like I've mentioned before, these shelves up here are all built by me. And I expected it just to be that, but it's been so heartwarming and so good. Like, the character writing is so good. Like, it is so good writing. This year marks the 5th anniversary of Black Clover anime. The 5th year since the anime. Okay, not the manga. Since we first heard Hosta yell. Wow. Isn't that right? Or is it the light novel? Because didn't Mushoku Tensei, no, that came out in 2010, didn't it? Or was it 2012? No, I seem to remember somewhere where they said it was the 10th anniversary. Let's go. I love Do It Yourself. So it's wholesome. Yeah, it's so good. I love it. I love it to death. So I guess that's one of your 2. I must have missed where you said the 2. It's pretty okay so far. Udon, break my heart. The pig shivering every time they eat pork. They ate chicken. I swear, today's episode, I was like, oh, they're eating chicken. The pig's fine. And then she mentions what they're going to have for tomorrow. And I'm like, never mind. The pig's going to be upset again. Nephew was trying to get me to watch Black Mirror. I want to watch it. Like, legit, I do want to eventually watch it. I just keep putting it off. I think it was a web novel first. Yes, it was a web novel first. That's why I'm reading the light novels, because I've heard they improved a lot of stuff, cleaned up stuff when they did the novels. So that's why I'm doing light novel. I might eventually read the web novel, but we'll see. Yeah, so web novel. Okay. I thought it was 2010 for some reason. It's weird. Don't dig the art. It is very unique. It is very unique. It's very smooth. Not watching this. I don't even know where it's at. I don't think I'll ever... I keep wanting to, but I don't think I'm going to watch this. I just don't... I don't think the Final Fantasy artist can make me watch a show. No matter... I have heard it's good. I have heard that it's actually decently good. But I don't know if I can get over that art style. Holy crap. It's just... woof. I missed it. Suit Life. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, I can't get past the art. I can't. Like, the Final Fantasy artist is all about 2D art. It should not be CGI'd. Speaking of web novel, One Punch Man season 3. Hope it reaches season 1 hype. Hopefully. Yeah, I would love that. The light novel's much more superior to the web novel, and it was easy way to remember. It came out in 2012. It came out the same year. Season 1 of the Sword Art Online. That doesn't help me at all. I just remembered that that's the first season. Legend of Mana. This is probably a drop for me. I haven't watched it since the 3rd time he stood around like an idiot and got beat up. And I can't take it anymore. It feels so much like a JRPG, an old school JRPG, and I don't know if it doesn't translate well, but I might get back to it, but it's too frustrating. Sometimes the art style makes an anime unwatchable for me. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Most of the time I stomach it. If the story's really good, I'll stomach it. Have you watched Tokyo? Do you watch Mob? Yes, I do watch Mob Psycho. I just watched the episode today. Have you watched Tokyo Ghoul dub? I got season 1 and 2 Blu-ray. I think I did. I think it was a clip though. I want to say that I did watch the first episode at least. I think it was decent, if I remember correctly. I have not caught up on this one. But I have... what I have watched, I'm a bit disappointed. I hope it gets better, but this is based on like what 4 episodes that I watched of it. Like, it's literally, I want to love it, but I have no desire to get caught up right now. I will probably eventually, because I still want to see Kiku Seiyu perform in the show, but it's definitely not what I was kind of wanting when I went into it, which was like Eccentric Family meets Rakugo Shinju. It's just literally so far just kind of Rakugo 101 and Eccentric Family. I will probably get back to it, but like right now I'm a little bit off on it for now. Is Eminence actually decent or not that great in your opinion? I enjoy it. I enjoy it every week. I just get a little bit frustrated with a lot of the reused comedy beats, and I guess trying to get a really deep plot line in there when it just kind of seems like it devolves to just Sid being a background character in a terrible way. Like Sid's obsession with being a background character while being massively overpowered and doing things that make him not a background character, it gets a little annoying. But I just want more of the female characters. Like, the cast looks great. Just don't get enough of them. It lacks the emotional drama of Ichoten Kazuko. Ichoten Kazuko. I'm blanking on that. Oh, Kuzuko. Okay. That's a Eccentric Family. Okay. Like, I got halfway through typing that and it dawned on me. I'm not used to the Japanese name for that one. Sorry. No. Nowhere, at least what I've watched so far, nowhere near. Eccentric Family hits. Like, Eccentric Family hits. It hits heavy. Like, I get some massive family emotions from that show. My gosh. When it wants to hit, it hits. But like I said, Eccentric Family is like... Eccentric Family and Shogun Roku Rakushinju are both 10 out of 10 shows for me. Like, they're both perfect shows for me. I love them to death. So I don't expect this to meet either one of those. If it does, it's great, but I don't expect it. I have no desire to get back to Blue Lock. It's not a bad show, but I might get caught up on it, but like I have zero desire to come back to it. Like, I wasn't getting much out of it at all. Have you watched Fairy Tail dub? Yes, I actually watched quite a bit of Fairy Tail dub. It was good. It was solid. But I usually expect the dubs for shonens to be decent. I mean, when I ended up watching it all the way up to where we got to, I eventually switched over to the sub. But it's good. Mainly why I don't like the dub is because, like I mentioned earlier, Ryukachimiya is literally happy, so it's hard for me not to watch the Japanese dub. Still waiting for the next variant. Shh, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. And all sports shows, like, no. Aoashi was fantastic. Big Wind-Up's fantastic. What else are my favorites for sports? There are not many. I liked Remain. There's a lot of good sports shows. But, what's my opinion on sub versus dub? How long do you got? It's been 84 years, right? I wonder how you feel about Raven and Inner Palace. I've been interested since Aniplex Online Fest, and I haven't watched the chance to watch it. Well, let's do that one. Where's it at? Where is it at? Where's Raven and Inner Palace? Why am I not seeing it? There it is. I thought it was I thought the key art was darker. I almost want to bump it down to high A. But I think I'm going to leave it an S for now. I'm hitting heavy on S right now. I don't like that. But I just love it. Like, I really do love Raven in Their Palace. It is absolutely fantastic. And I think it's a lot to do with, kind of similar to what I was saying about Do It Yourself, is it's just got really good character writing. The character writing is super, super good. I love the character interactions. Juju's like super cute. I love the many faces of Juju. And like I've said several times before, it feels like it's a ghost mystery. Like every episode, it's, I seen a ghost. And she goes, okay, show me where the ghost is at. She goes and finds the ghost. And it always ends up turning into something like it's a tragedy of the previous emperor, or somebody screwed up and somebody got killed, or somebody's got some thing they left behind, unfinished business, couldn't pass on. But it always somehow ties in, either directly or indirectly, with Juju, the emperor, or somebody around them. And the way that they pull that off, and how it ends up, every single ending of an episode or mystery always ends with like an emotional impact, is so good. Like, it's so good. Not Juju. I do like Juju, though. Nyan Nyan. Yeah, it's her name, Nyan Nyan. I just love how she says Nyan Nyan. It's super cute. But yeah, the cons... I absolutely love the Raven consort. She is super gorgeous. Jusetsu. Gosh, dang it. I don't know why I was saying Juju. Jusetsu. The reason why I have a problem with the names in Raven and Inner Palace, to my credit, is I hate that the subtitles half the time wants to use, like, I don't know, like the original novel's Chinese names when they're technically saying something different in the anime with the Japanese dub. It's super confusing. It's kind of like when Thunderbolt Fantasy aired. For some reason, Crunchyroll wanted to be like super smart and use the Chinese names, and it's like that's not what they're saying in Japanese, and it's driving me crazy because I'm hearing something different. It's crazy. Also, need the mini faces of Juju as a screensaver. But no, I meant Jusetsu. The mini faces of Jusetsu. But Juju's, yeah, I'll take one of Juju too. Like, she's super cute too. I don't know anything about Eden Zero. I think Happy is in it. I think Happy is like the only thing that's... But I think it's supposed to be a different universe altogether. But yes, there's a Happy looking character and there's a Lucy looking character. And I think there's what Valvrave or whatever the other property is looking character. It's just, it's all over the place. But they're not the same characters. I think the English dub is trying to keep the Chinese names and pronunciations. The English dub. I didn't know that was getting an English dub. If it's got an English dub, that's fantastic. More people to watch it. That's great. I'd be almost tempted to rewatch it in the English dub. Just because sometimes that throws me off and I keep forgetting who they're talking about. Thankfully, there's always like some sort of nickname they're giving to certain characters. Like the different consorts, like the Raven one, the Pigeon one, or whatever. But, yeah. Anyways, it's a fantastic series. I love it. I feel like that'd be a good show to marathon. I can't... Ooh, that's a good question. Would I marathon that? Because it gets heavy sometimes. I guess it doesn't get too heavy. Like, I don't like bawl my eyes out, but it gets very emotional. So yeah, I can see that. Okay. So, To Your Eternity. It's okay. I love Tasty Peach, by the way. Tasty Peach, I thought I would absolutely hate Tasty Peach, but I love Tasty Peach. This doesn't feel like it's doing anything. Like, it really doesn't feel like it's doing anything. I still like it. The ending of the last episode I watched was not this last Saturday. Was really good. Like, Tasty Peach, seeing him walking down the street was super cool looking. I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it's putting too much effort into building up the world right now. It's blitzing the world building right now, which is basically trying to pass a lot of years really quickly so that they will essentially build religions around him and against him, and so it's skipping around a lot, and it just doesn't feel like it's doing anything. Did To Your Eternity fall off? Heard good things about the first season. I'm in the same boat as I with the manga. The manga, I loved To Your Eternity all the way up to the point that they did the prison arc. And the manga, I stopped reading it. And the anime, it got to the prison arc, and sure enough, the same thing. The prison arc sucks. It still sucks. And I'm hoping it does something now with the second season that really restores my faith in it. Because I love the writer. The writer did Silent Voice, and I absolutely love a Silent Voice. I have the Blu-ray, I have the manga. I've done both of them. I absolutely love it. But I don't know, she's kind of like just... If you think about it, the core concept of To Your Eternity is kind of repeating itself over and over again. So, we'll see. Shadow, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Chainsaw Man is the best sub, just saying. In sub. I don't think I've listened to any of the dubs yet. I listened to a French dub. It sounded interesting. Feel the same thing. Okay, yeah. Like I said, I love Tasty Peach. I'm sure it's going to do something great. But it's funny because I think Tasty Peach, like I said, it's the character I thought when I seen the trailer, oh my gosh, I'm going to hate this guy. He's literally the thing that's kind of starting to make me like the show again. I don't know why. I just love him because he... It's not a good thing, technically. Like, ever since, like, late first season and going into the second season, the main character, Fushi, is just... He's not doing anything. I understand why he's in the state that he is. He's super depressed. Everybody he gets near dies. I understand why he's the way he is, but after, like, so many episodes of seeing him being in that state, it's like, I want something to happen, and Tasty Peach is pulling him out of that. So, that's why I like him so much. He's making Fushi do crap. Haven't watched. Let me put in here, dropped. Not watching. Drop/not watching. That way people don't think I'm dropping shows that I'm not even watching. I'm actually watching Welcome to Demon School, Aramikun Season 3 English dub. I want to get caught up on it. I keep saying that every season. I never do. Gundam Wish from Mercury. I'm gonna finally put something in A. I can't keep putting stuff in S tier. I still love it. And I think not this episode, but the previous episode 6, I think it was, totally did stuff that I really love. I love when creators put a question mark out there and people just go nuts with it. And they did that. They managed to create a question mark that made people flip out. And I love it for that. I think the characters are fantastic. I think it's going to do really great things. It just hasn't quite gotten there. And to Gundam's credit, Gundam typically takes a while before it finally starts taking off. So I'm in love with it, but I didn't say I'm in love with it because you said, and I'm in... I probably did. But yeah, I love the characters. I love the pinnacle intrigue. Everything about it I'm really enjoying. But I don't... Gosh, I feel like I'm putting too much stuff in S tier. I don't want to put it in S tier. We'll see. I'm probably going to move around stuff in here. We'll see. They need to take off sooner with only 25 hours. Well, they've only confirmed 2 cores at this moment. I don't think they've stated they're only doing 2 cores. Nah, A is good. I've been watching it someday. It'll be a good one. Like, usually Gundams are really good to binge. Like, I've found most Gundams are really good to binge through because I had to do it a lot because I reviewed every Blu-ray. Have you seen the Eminems Shadow? It was the cringiest staff I've ever seen. Fascinating, though music and visuals are nice. Have you seen the Eminems Shadow? Cringiest staff? I don't know what you mean by cringiest staff. But yes, I enjoy Eminence, but it's not crazy good. The Alchemist show. Like, the first 3 episodes, like this. This is the first 3 episodes. Then episode 4. Then episode 5 onward. It's not doing anything anymore. You think B? I'm fine with B, but I'm thinking C. We'll put B for now. Like, I loved it at the start. Like, absolutely loved the start. It's just been okay ever since then. The beginning was a lot about character. It was a lot about insecurities. It was a lot about the village and stuff. And then it got super OP main character. And now it's kind of like a mixture of that. Super main character and saving the, people from doing stupid stuff. It's still good. Like, it's still very surprisingly good. I thought that this show was going to be a throwaway. But it's really good. But not doing anything crazy anymore. Starting to think about dropping it. Last episode had too much talking while eating snacks and stuff. And that's the kind of stuff that starts to kill it for me, honestly. It doesn't do well with sitting around talking. Cute girls doing cute things. Cute girls killing frost bats. Frost bats that can instantly freeze you to death. Idris, or whatever her name is, the blue-haired chick, I don't know why, but she makes me laugh every time. Like, she does the goofiest things and then just falls over. She's great. I love when she stabbed the electric eel thing out of the water. I love how they just had like this little zap and she just falls over. She's great. She's great comedy relief. I'm not really getting anything out of the elf looking girl. Like, she's just there. It's weird. Reincarnated as a sword. I really enjoy it. I don't think it's an amazing show. It's Fran. Like, Fran's literally carrying the show. Like, Fran is super cute. S tier, dude. I almost want to put S tier because of... And that's the thing, is like, it's super surprising because I'm literally watching the show for Fran. But then, like, Fran's, like, that good. Like, they're definitely pulling off Fran as a character. She's so fantastic. Her voicing's fantastic. They're animating her expressions really fantastic. And the action's actually really good. Like, why is the animation so good in this show? Like, this show should not have that good of action. Like, the animation sometimes scares me how good they're doing. Like, I thought the show was gonna be mostly sliding stills, but when they want to, they go crazy with that show. And the music's fantastic too. Like, they nail it with the music. I feel like Gundam Mercury looks too flat and not a fan of the characters. I didn't like Iron Blood Orphans at first, but I liked it as I finished the show. Sawano music heightened the feel. Oh my gosh, dude, yeah. So it puts Sawano in anything, and I'm gonna love it. But yeah, Iron Blood Orphans, I don't know. I thought it grabbed me pretty early on. But yeah, Iron Blood Orphans, like, top tier show, like, super good. I think it's easily one of my top favorite of all times. Yeah, and it can get dark. Yeah, and it's kind of continuing that. Like, it felt kind of uneasy at the end of this recent episode. I haven't watched... I think they released one a day, didn't they? I haven't watched today's episode on High Dive, so I'm technically 2 weeks behind from the Japanese release. Which anime did you drop? I know you're not watching Season 3 of Demon School anime. The only one that I've technically dropped right now is... that I have on the list here is Legend of Mana. Everything else down here I haven't watched. William Frederick Knight, the voice of Danzo in Naruto Shippuden, has died. Oof. Rip. Yeah, we just had the Green Ranger died. Tommy, or whatever his name is. That was rough. That was my childhood. Like, I'm not afraid of saying that. Like, Tommy was my childhood. Like, Green Ranger was my favorite. Green Ranger was my favorite. He was super cool. Was it the Green Ranger? It's been so long. I feel so old. Yeah, bad week for childhood. Losing Kevin Conroy and Jason David Frank. Yeah. Brandon White. That's right. I forgot about that. You watched Arknights and it didn't do it for you? Ugh. Like, I'm in love with Arknights lately. It's partly because I love the community. Like, the community's super good. But... gosh dang, it looks so good. And I'm loving the world building. We'll get to that, though. I feel old. Oh, my friend. Oh, man. That sucks, Sabanasu. Oof. Oof. And I think, from what I understand, it was not a very good story behind it, right? I didn't want to go look it up, but I heard the story behind it wasn't good. Yeah. Oof. That's the worst. Just potential and everything ahead of you that you kind of you don't see. Speaking of which, My Hero Academia, bad transition, I know. This season is much better, but it's not recovering the show for me. Anyway, My Hero Academia, speaking of other shows that are other things, I'm stopping. Shut up, Andrew. Not funny. I am not seeing Blue Shock anime. Blue Shock anime? Blue Lock? Or are you saying that on purpose? I heard the sports anime meets Korean show Squid Game. Pretty much, yes. Shut up. Stop with the jokes. Too soon. Yes, speaking of Green Ranger, I'm watching My Hero Academia Season 6 English dub. Probably better. I don't know. I'm fine with the sub or the original voicing on it. Like, Uraka is like melts my ears. I love her, but she never talks in the show, so I can't really get any idea of that because she's non-existing. Never saw My Hero Academia. Kind of happy I never did. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty much at the point now where I'm just kind of watching it because I've watched it the whole thing. And every now and then it does something cool, but then I go, that's cool. Like, somebody posted a GIF of, what was it? SpongeBob, where they're on this coaster and there's like this little itty bitty bump and then it goes on flat again. And it says like people excited about something happening in My Hero Academia. It's like, yay. like they're acting like it's the greatest thing ever because it was this little small bump. It perfectly fit my mentality on it. Like, it does cool stuff every now and then. Like, watching the bunny thigh girl kick the crap out of things was great. But then, like, I don't even remember his name because I don't care that much. Death Touch Guy. I don't care. Like, I literally don't care about Death Touch Guy. Like, he is like, I killed everybody. I killed my whole family because I kill things that I touch and now I don't like anything. It's just, it feels very edgy boy. Like, it's just not an interesting main and villain character. Like, Twice was good. Like, Twice is like the best wrote villain they've had in this season. And he's a side villain, technically. I don't care about the main villain. And they're so ramping him up, too. Yeah, Twice was good. I really love Twice. But yeah, I don't know. They've like I said, they build him up so much. He's at the point now where he literally can kill anything by swiping his hand. And it's like, okay, so if in the next episode he doesn't swipe his hand and everybody dies, you're building up nothing. And it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I love Toga because she's just twisted. I just love Toga because her character design and she's twisted. And because we don't have any more Nazuna right now, unfortunately. Fran is life, Fran is SE. Everybody's going to tell me to get y'all. That's like the 15th comment about putting Fran in S tier. Yeah, she is literally S tier. We'll see, though. Yeah, it's good. It is. The animation is really good. No complaint, just wondering. Sorry, left coming back and Fran was not up there. Got happy. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I'm getting too heavy on my S tier. There, that's exactly it, Seismic. Fran is S tier, the show is A tier. Like, there's times when Fran's not in the screen, and that makes it not great. If somebody needs to make a Fran cut of the show, where it's literally nothing but, like, everything in between her being on the screen's cut out. That'd be great. One good thing, no one in My Hero Academia fandom told the creators or the artists to... Really? I doubt that. I highly doubt that. I'm Taming the Villainous. This is another one that's kind of fallen off for me. I'm gonna put it in C for now. Like the first four, so like the first arc is super good. I really like the first arc, but this second arc, I don't know. Like it's boring. Like Chris says it's doing something interesting, and admittedly, I'm like, I think I'm let me see how many episodes I'm behind on it. I want to make a fair statement here. I don't want to claim. Why am I not logged in over here? Crunchyroll, are you turning into High Dive where you log people out? Let me see where I'm at in it. I think I'm on 6 or 7. I think I just started 7. But yeah, it's not doing it. Like, it's not doing anything. Like, again, the first story arc was super good. It felt super rushed though, but this new arc, I don't know what it's doing anymore. Oh yeah, no, I get it. That's why I said Fran is S tier, not the show. I think the show is an A tier. With you guys on that, I would like to just a Fran only cut. That's what I mean. Like, I would love a Fran only cut. To be fair, they're likely we're being toxic to pro shippers. Twitter has people saying they're against shippers just as much as Loli. Also, you heard about Vice with their Loli video. Yeah, it was a couple people mentioned that in the chat already. I might check that out. I don't know. It might make a good video if it's that bad. I don't know. We'll see. The comments were not allowed. Well, yeah. that's an I would think that Vice mostly has all their stuff disabled for comments. I don't know that they care much for having comments. I just can't get the story of reincarnated as a sword. At least Fran is in it. Yeah. Fran is Fran is precious. And like I said, that show is literally carried by that. Everything else can suck in that show, but they're doing so well with her. And like I said, animating her and the music. I'm not watching this. Let me get a couple of these other ones out. I have not got caught up on Camu. I kind of want to do it. This one I'm not caught up on. I need to. I'm not watching. Haven't gotten to. Will not watch. I refuse to watch CGI Berserk anymore. Not caught up on JoJo's or that. Anything else? I think that's everything. Oh, no. This one. Not watching. Will never watch. There. we got all the well, this one's not out yet. We got all the not watchings and stuff out of the way. I don't like Reincarnated as a Sword at all. Really? Do you not like Fran? Do yourself the favor. Oh, watch Golden Kamuy. Yeah, especially after I watched the OP, I'm like, gosh, I really want to get back in this show. It's like the problem with Kamuy, for those that don't know, is that I dropped it a couple episodes going into the last season. So what is that? Season 3? The humor in the show is super hit and miss for me. Like sometimes it super works and sometimes it just falls flat for me. And most of the show is that humor. And I don't think I'm in sync with the writer's type of humor. So that's why it never really works for me. I love the world building, the characters, and the storytelling. So that's the only reason I really want to get back into it. But yeah, the humor style of that writer just does not vibe with me at all. So it's rough. Maybe I'm in love with good stories, characters, not enough for me. Yeah, I guess that's probably true. I mean, there really is no story there. It's just kind of in the now, and Fran seeking to get stronger in order to become evolved. But it's super character driven. So, and if the characters aren't doing enough for you, that's fine. That's not a bad thing. Girl who hides her faces can be attractive. Personally, she has the roughest around the edges due to her training. Oh, the Shinobi no Anime. You're talking about what's her name? Whatever. That show. Let's do that show real quick. Should I trash it? King's like, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We gotta have our first. Eventually, we gotta pull the band-aid off. We gotta pull the band-aid off eventually. It's trash. Shinobi no Itoki, or Itoki the Ninja. I'm getting literally nothing out of that show, and the more I watch it, the more I get frustrated. It's not a terrible show. Perfectly clear. It's not a terrible show. It's not doing anything positive. Like, I'm not getting anything positive from it. If anything, I'm just pointing out issues. Like, why the hell do these ninjas use these super power suits, and yet they have the thing on their wrist is literally the way to disable it. So all you have to do is hit somebody's wrist, and they lose all capabilities of being a ninja, or like their enhancements. And then, like, literally every girl he runs into, I assume they're going to be a psychopath later. And then sure enough, here in the recent episode, or the last episode I watched, they end up revealing, oh yeah, by the way, you were right, Andrew. This girl's going to be crazy too. It's like, and then the world is so stupid because it's like, they're supposed to all be at peace, yet these guys really want these guys dead. And then to protect the main character, they send him to a school where he goes to school with people that want to kill him. Because that makes sense. I don't know. It's goofy. It's fine though. Watch it if you want it. It's frustrating as hell. Yeah, the fake killing cop was dumb. Like, that was so dumb. I can't get over that. Anyways, I'm moving on. Fake killing the cop. Did they pay you well enough to sit around? Oh crap, he figured me out. Like, why were you even playing dead to begin with? Like, there's no point. They tied the kid up. It's stupid. It's so stupid. Ninja gadgets and guns. I mean, I want to love it because it's modern time ninjas. Perfectly honest. I want to love it. I'm just watching the generic anime betrayals. I watch it for the generic anime betrayals, right? Someone even called Shinobi anime Naruto in high school. It makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. I can go with that. If there's a Sasuke in there, then that makes sense. Some have been called Shinobi. I guess that would technically be the guy from the Koga clan. He could be Sasuke. Have you talked about Bibliophile Princess? I swear it sounds like something else. Oh yeah, it does. And Akiba made wards. I'm tempted to go on my list on High Dive, but I refuse not yet. Yeah, we haven't gotten to those ones yet. I guess I could do Bibliophile now. It's going A. If you, I think our last time we did my tier list, it was an S tier. I think I'm going A right now. Really high A. I do feel like there's certain parts of it that are a little weak. The first 3 episodes are phenomenal. Or first 2 episodes were phenomenal. And yeah, technically the 3rd episode too. Super good. I just feel like after the 3rd episode, it's got really great parts, but other parts aren't so great. It kind of keeps bouncing back and forth. Like the whole thing where they went to the fair and they went to the book place and they had the noble that was burning the books and he was trying to frame the other nation. Like that stuff was kind of, it wasn't that interesting. Like it wasn't, now it's coming back into some good stuff because it's getting into the fact that she's so smart that people trust her knowledge, and her knowledge changes things. And her spoken word has so much weight because she's so smart that it can change nations. And she's realizing now that she affects people. And I do like they're getting that stuff. But like I said, was it late 3rd episode, going the 4th episode? It wasn't doing anything for me. So it kind of brought it down from the S tier for me. But it's still a really good show, and it's a romance anime. Like, we literally never get romance animes, and it's 100% romance anime, and it's super good for that. So I still love it though. Still love it. Speak to talk. Sorry, I'm working and watching, listening. Good. Don't hurt yourself. Don't get fired. Agree with NEC. About say it's a low till heavy. Okay, yeah. So we're on the same page. We're on the same page. That's good. We felt Prince is okay, but romance is not my thing. That's fine. Like I said, it's kind of a balance between the romance and the aspect of her knowledge and how powerful she is in the state of the nation itself. Her influence, which is good. So, but yeah, the first 2 episodes were super good. Like the ending of the 2nd episode had me like teary-eyed. It was so good. Have I watched her in High School Club yet? No. It's kind of one of those like super popular franchises I've not touched yet. I've watched a lot of clips and they were really good. That's all I've done for it so far. Mob Psycho 100. Time for me to make people angry, because this is not an S tier show for me. High B, low A. High B, low A. I'll put it low A for now. Orange trash. Hey now. Not Assassination Classroom dub. I did watch the series. It was okay series for me. It was an okay series for me. Mom is easy S tier for me, but you. I hated the first season. Loved the 2nd season. This season's kind of been... It's done some interesting stuff, but at the same time, it never really hits, like, super big for me. Like, I never... Like, a lot of people get super hyped whenever something happens in the show. It doesn't really hit me for some reason. Like, the ending of the last episode was, like... I don't know why, but it didn't do anything for me. And that sucks, because I know that a lot of people were super emotional about the last episode. And then this episode this week was, like... It was heartwarming, and everybody's freaking out, and I'm like, yeah, I guess. I mean, it just... I usually find that like whenever it comes to Reagan, I'm like when it comes to Reagan, like I'm with everybody. Like everybody, if something happens to Reagan, I'm in agreement with everybody. But then whenever anything else happens, I'm like so out of sync with everybody. It sucks. Does Reagan have psychic powers? Not really. Not really. The whole thing with Reagan is that he's a trickster. At some point he does get something, but I don't think he retained it. If I remember correctly. I think he had it temporarily for a while, but I don't think he has it anymore. He's now able to see stuff, which is different. Like he is starting to be able to perceive stuff that he wasn't able to before. Was he able to see Dimple? I don't remember that. I think he was able to see Dimple. His arc in the second season was great. Yeah, like super good, super good. Yeah, I don't remember him saying anything about Dimple. But like I said, he has recently been able to see stuff. But I think that was because he did have a temporary moment where he had powers, and I think that changed him. But he's super dope. He's a dope. Like his abilities are like made up crap about spraying stuff with aerosol cans. He gained the ability to see Dimple. I don't think that he had it from the start. Yeah, I don't think so either. It's been the first season and second season have been a while. It's been a real long while. He can see Dimple because Mob shared his power with him. Yeah, I think that was what it was. Because like here we're in like even this season, when all of them were kind of chilling with that guy as he was talking about how terrible his life was and that he wasted everything away, and Mob and what's his face was kind of just sitting there getting stuck in it. Literally, Reagan comes up and goes, dudes, wake up, stuff's going on. Like, he did see it, which he's never really been able to see it before. Like, usually he's always kind of, like, acting like, oh, yeah, they're just so weak I can't see him, so Mob, take care of it. So, anyways, yeah, I think it's low A for me. It's not... I've never been like super in love with Mob Psycho, which sucks because I know how much everybody else loves it. Mob Psycho's always been the one where I always feel like I'm on the outside looking in. But like I said, second season was super good. Like, oh my gosh, I love the second season. It was so good. It restored my hope for the series. I was waiting for Mob to get for some time, but suddenly I am not super excited about the next episode. Maybe final will change it. The opening is still dope. Yeah, the opening for the season 3 was really good. Yeah, I love Mob, and knowing the manga the ending is so nice. How close are we to the end of the manga? Because it feels like they're fully adapting it. If they're three seasons in so far. Arc Knights, it's gonna make some people mad. Starting to put stuff above Mob Psycho. Very close, really. Like season 1 and 2. I like season 1 opening, but didn't get past the first episode. Thought the season was going to be the last season. That'd be good. I'd love to see a finale to it. But no, Arc Knights, I really love it. We're only technically 4 episodes in, but there's only gonna be 8 episodes, so there's not much to cover. Like enjoyment, like pure enjoyment. I almost want to put an S tier, but I don't. I think the only reason why it's not going to be S tier in the end is because I don't think we're going to cover much. Like 8 episodes is just not going to be much. And that's not to say the show's bad because it's not going to cover too much. Like it's not going to have a full core, but I'm super surprised how much I'm loving that show. Like I joked on Discord that if it had ecchi, it would be a perfect show. Like because I love the character designs, and like if you threw ecchi in there, it would be a perfect show. But no, the world building's amazing. I don't care for the Doctor, but thankfully the Doctor's not the focus. I think the only weakness it has so far is that you don't really get to spend much time with each individual characters. Like everything's world building, and the world building is super good. Like I am super fascinated by the world, but the directing and the music, the character designs, girls with guns and jackets, like it nails the aesthetic. Like the aesthetic is so good. Like, I love the visual style of this show. Emma Boss says I must be able to listen to the Otaku Spirit in order to work for them. I'm the boss. Okay. I'm about to say I want to meet your boss. I guess I met your boss. Been fighting the urge to play the game. Yeah, like this is definitely making me want to play the game. But then I realize it's tower defense and I don't want to play it. With ecchi and that animation, yeah, that directing. You know the ecchi would be really good. Like I don't need like too much. Just some subtle ecchi would be fine. Like just throw a little bit in there. Just because happenings. But anyways, I'm getting so stuck in that. But no, I'm surprised how much I'm liking this show. And like I said, the only thing I'm kind of afraid of is that it's not gonna get very far. I hope that it gets another season. I really do hope. Because it is... The OP is so good. Like, the OP is literally the best of the season. The OP is fighting with Chainsaw Man and... What was the other one that was really good? Somebody help me. What was the other OP that was really, really good? Oh, gosh. There was another one besides Chainsaw Man, Arc Knights. Which one was it? Oh, Urusei Yatsura. No, not Mob. I like Mob's OP, but not that much. Urusei Yatsura. Super good. But that said, I'm curious about some of the side story stuff would get animated. I would say that most of the Arc Knight season is going to be the world building, and that sucks. That's what I'm afraid of. That's the only reason I don't want to say like it's gonna be super good, because I keep stopping myself because I'm afraid it's not gonna cover much with eight episodes. Like it's super good stuff though, like I said. And the cat girl. Now there's 2 cat girls. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna leave it an A. I badly want to put it in S tier, because every week I love it. That's why it's hard to rank stuff before the show's done. That's what makes this fun, though. That's why this makes us fun, though. That's why we're here, to suffer. That's why we force ourselves to only pick 5 shows in a year to be the top anime of all time, because it sucks. If we got to pick everything, it would be like I could throw everything in S tier, but then it wouldn't be fun. They didn't say it would be fun though, right? That's what makes it fun. And then everybody yells at me because they're enjoying stuff more than I... No, that's not going into not watching. If you asked me at the beginning of the season of 2 of Peter Grill, I would probably say low A, high B. But the last 2 episodes sucked. Like, the last 2 episodes suck. It just doesn't feel fun anymore. Like, this show doesn't feel fun anymore. I think C's solid. Yeah, NEC, I think C's solid. Like, I love the addition of Kuzuko, whatever her name is. The sister's killing it. The sister's so ruining the show, and I hate that. Chris warned me, too. Season 1 was so good. Like, Season 1 was really good. The animation's tanked. And like I said, it just doesn't feel fun anymore. Like, it just feels like they're trying too hard to... It's not... Like, Season 1 was a lot of hide and go seek. Like, hiding the act. And the goofiness around that. Now it just feels like it's just hiding that it happened. And it's not fun. Let's see 5 animes, or S rank per year. However, the number can increase to 8 S rank anime. Did I miss something? I think I missed something. I have absolutely no faith in Love Flops to be good. I don't know if you've watched it yet, but I want it to be a harem this season. I like the animation. That's the funny thing. When we came into the season, I thought Love Flops would be the ecchi show this season. Like, super fun, ecchi, rom-com, harem comedy type show. It ended up being that. Immoral Guild ended up being that show. Like, if that's what you were looking for, funny, dumb, ecchi, comedy type of show, harem, go watch Immoral Guild. So much better. It's like 1,000 times better. I feel like Love Flops is trying to say something, and it's not doing it. Like, it's trying to... It should be worse. Like, the first episode was going crazy. But they're trying to do something with it, and it's just not working. They're trying to be serious, and they're trying to do... I know eventually they're going to try to pull a twist out there. I think this episode pretty much plainly said what that twist is going to be. I won't spoil it, but they've pretty much put the twist out there, and I don't think it's going to be that interesting. I really don't think it's going to be that interesting. I think it's going to be a huge letdown when they do get to the twist. Emerald Guild has more ecchi, and Love Flops is more harem with ecchi sprinkles. If anything, Love Flops barely has any in it, unfortunately. That's the problem. It's not really playing off the harem tropes either with Love Flops. Like, other than the fact there's a lot of girls, but there's no harem element. Like, they don't interact with each other. Have you watched Fire Force? I have not finished the last season. I need to finish it. I got like halfway through the last season. Sorry, my bad spelling. Maybe I should look at the keyboard. What I miss? Oh, I want a fun harem to get into. That wasn't that bad. If I was like those kids in Emerald Guild latest episode when I was young, I don't think my babysitter would have come back. I don't think I haven't watched that episode yet. Ecchi anime needs to not be mainstream. Yeah, and I think so too. Like, sadly, I think that's the one thing that needs to kind of stay underground so it doesn't catch attention. Because as soon as anime becomes super mainstream, that stuff goes. It's super gone. I think there'll always be like a market for it in Japan directly, but I don't think it's going to be very successful. Have I watched Fruit Basket? Yes, super good. The new one was super good. Harem ecchi nation anime treasures. Oh, harem ecchi are national treasures. Yes. But no, Emerald Guild. Oh crap, where'd it go? I hate whenever I accidentally hit right click. Where'd you go? There you go. There you are. Okay. It's A. I love it. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a solid low A. I think early on I got chuckles out of the writing pretty decently being played out with the ecchi, but as it goes along, the comedy keeps getting better and better. And it's pulling off. It's not an amazing show. Like, this ain't gonna blow people away, but it's pulling off ecchi comedy. Like, and you just don't get that anymore. And what I mean by that is having like the circumstances, the fallovers, the lucky lecture moments, all that kind of stuff, and it's doing it so well. And the character designs are really good. I actually really like the character designs. It's just a really good. I laugh every episode that I watch. I have way too much fun watching it every week. B for me, but I can see it being an A. Agreed. Harem needs to make a comeback. Harem needs to make a comeback, man. Isekais have been taking over. I remember watching Isekai and Shuffle. Yeah, I miss those old shows. Shuffle was super good, by the way. Love the call out there. I love Shuffle. Shuffle was super good. Except for that one part where the girl goes nuts. That was a little weird. But I'll give it a pass. I don't think I watched all of Senkore, and I really do need to go back to it. I think it's A2. It's pulling off ecchi comedy good, and the character designs are great too. Yeah, I agree. The last episode I watched was with what's her face, the mage girl, Megamin, not Megamin. It was super good, and the bear meat was great. The bear meat scene was super funny. I watched that scene like 3 times. It was so good. Her reaction was so priceless. Yeah, this yandere moment in Shuffle was a little surprising. Was not expecting that. Honestly, it really does feel like they're trying to do that with Love Flops, and I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work very well. Speaking of which, Love Flops, D. It's good. It's a solid D. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. The Tengu episode was fantastic. Like, anything with Ilya, Ida, whatever you want to call her, has been priceless. Everything else has just been. It's just there. Like, the show is so just there. It does it. Every now and then I notice that it's trying to be, like, super. Here's my beef. My biggest beef that I have with Love Flops. Like I said, I think it's trying to do something. Like it's trying to be like serious at times when it doesn't need to be serious. It's almost like it's trying to say something. And I'm not hearing it at all. It's like whatever they're trying to say, I'm not getting it. And it's weird because I want it to be ecchi, dumb, fun. And I feel like it's trying to, but how it's doing it is it's how do I put this? Like, for instance, we get an episode where it's a beach episode, and we find out that it's a nudes beach episode, nudes beach. Sorry, YouTube. I'm slurring for YouTube reasons. And you would think that it would be funny and it would be super interesting for us men of culture, but it ended up turning into the main character having like some Pulp Fiction mask on, and it feels like it's trying to be edgy, but it's just like the edginess of it is so, it just flops for me. Like it doesn't, like Love Flops, it just doesn't do it for me. Like every time they do something super raunchy, it falls flat. Like it falls super flat, and it's weird because they're technically being really, really edgy. Like the whole, basically a bunny made out of protection, it didn't work, and it should work. I guess they're just not. I don't think they're not nailing the punchline. I guess that's the best way to put it. They're not nailing the punchline. I watched Soul Eater dub. Sadly, I have. And I hated it. And the reason I hated it is because the Excalibur song. And I'll never watch the show ever again because of that. The Excalibur song haunts me in my dreams, and it will always haunt me in my dreams. Inikai's son's dog is going to have ecchi and won't stand censorship. Have to read the manga. Yeah, the broadcast, the High Dive has Inikai's dog. It will 100% be the censored version. I will not be watching that version because it's going to be super, super interesting. Complete with what I call the code geassing of a table. So it's going to be interesting. That's what I want in ecchi, dumb fun, and that in the clips of the show itself, it feels like I wants to be something. Like the dog scene at the very beginning, I could not stop laughing, but it's just never pulled that off ever since then. It was super out of the norm, and it's never done it. And like I said, the Tendu mask was great, but never again. It hasn't hit it ever again. Doesn't feel real, which I guess is the point of the whole show being a simulation. Yeah, it's pretty much what they're going with it. Have you watched Black Butler's dub? No. I have not watched any Black Butler, sadly. How is Ursay Artha spells? Google shows me only urethra. How is it spelled? I don't know if I could say that out loud on this video. Black Star was dope character. I don't know. I didn't like Black Star because he was so mean to Sabaki. I don't know. I don't know if I could follow you on that one. I'm tempted to put it in a D, but I'm putting it in D. I have not got caught up on it. I don't think I ever will. It's probably gonna be a drop for me. I have like no desire to go back to it, but we'll see. We'll see. I kind of want to see Tsundere. She's not Tsundere anymore. Let's be honest. I wanted to enjoy it because it felt like I was gonna be a Tsundere girl, but. Anyways, Spy X Family, I'm gonna put A. Is that make anybody mad? Honestly, the only episode I liked in Love Flops was Resort episode with the mask. Yes, it was so fun. It kept having to point it out too. Spy X Family B, good. Waku Waku A. I need to watch Spy X Family. A is good. Spy X Family is meh for me. A and S is good for me. Yeah, just I don't know. I I think, and it's not a bad thing. I think Spy X Family has plateaued for me. Like it super massive hype early on, and it went really high for me, and it's just kind of stayed there. It's almost like a stagnation that's a good thing. Like it's become stagnant, and I just enjoy this. I just really enjoy this. It just doesn't have any more peaks for me. I guess that's the best way to explain it. It doesn't have peaks for me anymore. I never have those moments where I go, holy crap, that was so good. I still enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. I just feel like it's just more Spy X Family. And I think that's could be seen as a bad thing for some people. I think it's okay. It's never peaked anymore for me. That's the unfortunate thing. It really feels like this writer just at this point was just kind of like, all right, we're good. Would I recommend Wolf's Rain? Yes. I haven't watched it in forever, so keep that in mind. I have not watched it in forever, but when I did watch it, I really loved it. Like the world building and stuff was super interesting, and the OP is so good. Like I still love that opening. I think animation art got worse in season 2. Yeah, for sure. For sure, it's come down a little bit. Like it feels like they definitely stepped back. Waiting for Twilight versus Yor. If Yor ever does anything, like Duhalt said, we need more Yor. Yor's just there. Like they just don't. I'm getting more frustrated. They're doing nothing with Yor. Love alternative. I think right there is good. I think right there is good. Like I want to be critical here. I almost want to put down in B, but I don't think I can. Like, Like I do acknowledge that Love isn't a perfect show. It's got pacing issues. It's got animation issues. But I do enjoy it a lot. It also makes me extremely angry. I lost your head. Shut up, Genghis. Shut up. You shut your mouth. Who gave you moderation status? Take that damn moderation away. Who are you? You're not Genghis that I know. Today's episode was, by the way, today's episode was so good. Today's episode was so super good. Absolutely just, it was pumping all episode. I'm gonna leave it right here for now. I might bring it down. Oh, that's a toughie for me. I like I said, I have a lot of fun watching that show. I eat the world up. The world is so good. But I do acknowledge that it's got its issues. Like underneath it's got its issues. But the world's so good. The political writing's so good. That's the stuff that I absolutely eat up. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm leaving it there. Yeah, Mobile Alternative's probably not doing too well. Is it the first part or the second part? It is so much better than a 5.8. I think early on people didn't like it. Like it takes a while to get started. I would imagine that most of the 5.8 is because people just didn't like the beginning of it. The beginning of it's really slow. Yeah, it's the first part. The beginning's super slow. Like check part 2. That's where you'll see people that stick with it, that really enjoy it. That'll probably give you a better idea of the rating on it, which is probably still not super good. But yeah, Love took a long time to get going. But when it starts getting going, like the second half of Love Part 1 Alternative was really good. Like super good. Part 2 is only 6.6, really. That's rough. And like I said, I acknowledge that it has issues. Like it's not a perfect show. But when it hits and the world building stuff, if you like political intrigue, basically humanity fighting itself while at the brink of extinction, it does that stuff really good. It's just every now and then it has these hiccup points. Would you say it's... No, it's nowhere near Ascendance of Bookworm. It is nowhere near Ascendance of Bookworm. Ascendance of Bookworm is one of my favorite anime of all time. And it... The writing and stuffing, nothing... I can't think of anything that's similar to Ascendance of Bookworm writing-wise or anything. I know you're not saying that it's the same thing, but... Andrew, can you spell Rumiko Takahashi anime with this season? Urusei Yatsura? Can I spell it out loud? That's hard. U-R-U... I'd have to look at this keyboard. U-R-U-S-E-I... Yatsura. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, A. Urusei. I can type that stuff so fast, but telling me to speak it out loud, I don't know why. It sucks. For me, Mal will always be 1... What? Mal... Oh, my... Oh, my level alternative will always be 10 out of 1 minus? What? Which one to watch first, Mub Level Alternative or the anime from 2011, 2012? Yeah, this is supposed to be a sequel to the Mub Love franchise, but I think people say that you have to watch the other ones first. And even Rumble Hearts if you want to get some extra stuff. Hey, let's get those likes up, guys. We got 30 people here, and we should at least get 30 likes. Thank you so much, Tungsten. And there's no reason why you shouldn't like the video. Yeah, right? No love. It's free. I don't ask for a single dime. Do you have any... do I have a Japanese... No, I don't. That would be crazy. I wouldn't even know where to start with it, because I know almost nothing katakana-wise or anything. Have you watched certain Magical Index? I haven't. I've watched like a first like 3 or 4 episodes of both Index and Railgun, and I keep getting sidetracked. Like, I love it, but I keep getting sidetracked so bad. Index was the last one I tried to watch. The 2012 is a spin-off of the anime of the spin-off of the visual novel. The spin-off of the anime of the spin-off visual novel. I'm done. Like, everybody's telling me what to watch with Love Love. I'm like, I'm just watching alternative. I'm enjoying it. Leave me alone. I've not got back to Biscuit. I probably will never get back to Biscuit. I'm probably dropping it, and I probably will watch. I'll read the manga later. I don't think I'm ever gonna get back to it. I tried to defend it, and I gave up at some point. I think most people moved on to the manga. The manga's got super high ratings. Yeah. This is absolute trash. I probably will never get back to it. Farm-related skills. It's not a good show. It's dumb. I hate it. For Move Love, most people will recommend to play the visual novels, but that's very hard to... Yeah, I get that with everything. Everything I watch and read and post on YouTube, people say read this source material, so it's fine. I'm used to it. Oscar Biscuit Man, Miranda is really... Yeah. I was actually reading the manga alongside watching the show, and at some point I was like, I'm just not getting anything out of watching the show, and so I'm just going to read the manga later. Farm-related skills anime, I'm at episode 6, 7. Does it get good? Jump in the trash for it. Gotta jump in the trash for it. It's not offensive, it just doesn't look good, and I don't know, it's just dumb. No, I have not watched Accelerator. I kind of plan on watching Accelerator after I get around to watching Railgun and Index. Let's say Yatsura. I think I put it S tier last time. I think I'm gonna stick it with. I think the nostalgia is still there with me. I think I'm just kind of chilling myself out because I think I was getting like super massive nostalgia hype early on. I still think this is based on nostalgia. I know a lot of people these days are gonna watch the show and hate it. But it still has nostalgia for me. I think they're visually doing a fantastic job of it. Lum's Seiyu still pulling off that character so well. But, nostalgia glasses is way out for me. I'm like, yeah, like I said, I love it to death. Like every episode I love to death. But I don't love it as much as these shows. We'll see. I might bump it up later, but I'm struggling with myself right now. The MC for farm related skills maxed out my level. Has a mother who is something. Did I miss? I don't think the parents were there when I was watching the first episodes. The OP is super good. Yes, she is. She did the OP for domestic girlfriend. Both are good. Domestic girlfriend and this one are super fantastic. And with this one, you're getting also additionally the fact that it's just got so much like nostalgia in the OP. Like there's so much art and manga, old animation, video games, digital stuff. All that kind of stuff was just filling up that OP. It's so good. Anyways. I think D's good for that one. The lies we tell, I just it's just the show sucks unless the lolly alien's doing something. If the lolly alien isn't doing something, the show's just boring. It's absolutely boring. I think I have the same problem with this one as I have with Asobe Asabase. Like it just doesn't, like most of the comedy just doesn't work for me. And I had at least with this one, it seems like nobody cares about it. Asobe Asabase, when I wasn't liking that show, everybody was mad at me because everybody loved Asobe Asabase, and this one's like it's the same problem. Like I find certain parts funny, but the rest of it just doesn't work. I watched Promised Neverland. Yes, the first season was phenomenal, absolutely amazing. The second season sucked. The second season didn't suck. It wasn't good. It just like it was so middle of the road. And I think that's why most people were angry. If you're a manga fan and you watch season 2 of Promised Neverland, you were angry because it wasn't the manga and they skipped too much stuff. If you were an anime only and you watched second season, it just didn't live up to the amazingness of the first season. Asobe has really weird art. Yeah, that was another problem. I did not like the artwork. I mean, it wasn't terrible. I just wasn't a huge fan of it. I always say visual novels who are eroges before becoming to all ages versions is annoying. I don't have too much of experience to say anything about that. The 1997 Berserk is going to be on Netflix next week. Yeah, finally, I thought it already was on there. In honor of it, I finally picked up Volume 1 of the hardcover manga. I literally just, excuse me. My throat is giving me, it's the changing weather and it's killing me right now. I didn't want to blow everybody's ears out, sorry. Changing weather, I'm surprised it took me this long before I started getting it kind of choking up, but yeah, I bought all like, was it 26 at the time? Was it 36? Is it 26 or 36? It's like 36, isn't it? Like 36. It's not. It's totally not. Like I said, it's the changing weather. We're getting like super cold weather suddenly. But no, I bought like everything that was currently available for Berserk, all the way up into the point, the one that they just are now possibly going to continue on. And it was like right after that, they announced the hardcover versions of it. I was like, damn. like it just all restocked and I bought it all. Like out of nowhere, they reprinted the whole thing. I bought it all. It all came in at once. And then boom, they were doing hardcovers. I'm like, dang it. I knew they did that on purpose. If I really nearly read the visual novel, I have many visual novels I want to read. I will say that whenever there is an uncensored version of the visual novel, I'm going to read that version of it. No doubt. Like, I feel like you're complete. Yes, it's the nature of what you're getting in their edition, but I believe there's a lot of, like, for instance, everybody was screaming to the top of the mountains, do not read Furugasai censored version because there's too much content, too much context in cutscenes. So it's like, it's situations like that where I don't think it would work necessarily in a lot of cases. Something like Necropara, yes, probably Necropara is just perfectly fine without all the extra stuff, because it's just cute girls doing cute things. And then if you do the uncensored version, it's cute girls doing cute things. Explicit. Next season of the anime seems kind of bland. We'll look at that in a minute. Let me finish this up. I do enjoy this show. I don't think it's fantastic, but I enjoy it. I hate the stuff around the heroes. They're doing. I think the stuff around the heroes is just super bland. Like the hero party in Beast Tamer is legit the most cackling bad guy generic garbage I have seen in anime in a long time. Like they did nothing with that, and I was really hoping that they would do something interesting with that. It's super not interesting. It's super dumb. But I love the characters. Like, the girls are super cute. The main character's boring as hell. The heroes are cackling bad guys. The girls are super cute. It's like, if somebody asked me, is it a good show? I watch an episode of it. I go, well, did you like the cute girls? Yeah, I kind of liked them. Then you keep watching. If you didn't think the cute girls were enough to watch the show, don't watch it. Yeah, they had the opportunity to do something interesting with the bad guys, and they didn't at all. And it looks like they're going to keep it around. Because the hero can keep getting stronger, and he'll come back again to fight him again. Who cares? What's my favorite Thanksgiving food? Like generic, you see this on everybody's dinner table. Because, like, I have my own stuff that I would love to get, but... Probably turkey. And I used to not say that. Because we used to always do traditional oven roasted turkey. Hated it. Dry as hell. Even if it wasn't dry, I never liked it. Deep fried peanut oil turkey, which is something we learned when we moved to the South. So good. So good. It is so good. Beef for Akiba. Wait, did I move it? No, I didn't. Okay, I picked it up, but I didn't put it in place. Beast Tamer is a watch for the waifus. That's basically it. Like, Tanya, they're all cute. They're all super cute. B for Akiba. Maid War started great. Now just don't know. I guess it's not that bad. It's low C, high D for me. It's just not. It's not doing anything. Like, it hasn't done anything good since episode 1. Episode 1 was super good, and it has never done anything since then, unfortunately. And then, like, what was it, like 2 weeks ago, they started getting heavy with it and doing stupid decisions with the characters. And then the last episode felt like super, trying to be super serious, but was super cheesy. I don't get the main character. Like, the girl goes through like some serious trauma, and then she's like, but I still want to be a maid. And it almost felt like they were trying to actually put trauma into the main character, and then shrug, we have to go back to the cafe. It's just, I don't know. It's like I said, the struggle that I have with it is that it did really well early on with shock value and over-the-top violence for comedy's sake. And then at some point they tried to get super serious Yakuza with it, and they never balanced that comedy right ever again. Got to episode 3 and dropped. We'll see if it recovers at some point, but I don't think it is. Romantic Killers S. I really... Yeah, I think S. I just don't know if I want to put above Urusei Yatsura. That's what I'm struggling with. I'm seeing what's in A, and I don't want to put it above it. Yeah, it's fine. I really like Romantic Killer. It was a super good series. And granted, full disclosure, I've watched the whole thing because it's a full drop show, but it's really good. I really recommend Romantic Killer. I have a full review of it. Super surprised me. I thought it was going to be kind of dumb, goofy comedy early on. It actually got very serious with the characters later on. It should get a Prince for a first episode anime. Oh, prize for first episode. Yeah, the first episode is brilliant. Like the first episode is super brilliant. Romantic Killer was a nice bunch. Bunch. Love Flops is so ridiculous and over the top etchy that I'm actually enjoying it. The first those episode 7 was very confusing though. The beach was worth it, but why was bondage gear? That was what I was saying earlier with the whole I don't know where. The best way I was explaining it on the YouTubes is the Pulp Fiction moment. I dropped it. It's trash. I don't like it. It's just basically fun facts about how you can die, and it's listing them all out. Super boring. Kankali, I still don't think this exists. At the same time, it's got something in there that might be interesting, but it hasn't absolutely grabbed me yet. It is so. I noticed this a while. Well, I noticed it pretty early on, but it's kind of funny that we have 2 mobile game adaptations. Well, technically this is a browser game, but 2 game adaptations that are 8 episodes this season. Like what? How'd that happen? Who's talking to who? We have 2 game adaptations that have gotchas and stuff, and they're both 8. But no, there's like this aspect of like the Suicide Squad, like they're sent on a suicide mission because they're the worst. I don't know if it's gonna get heavy, but like it started with a hook, but it hasn't really done anything. Again, technically it's only been like 3 episodes. I forgot about that show, so I wanted to watch. That's why I cut down the 2 shows I'm keeping up with, and I eventually get Romantic Killer. It's always gonna be there, but yeah, I would suggest eventually watching it. I watched episode 1 of the anime, which shows how you can die. Oh, the bugs, the university bug. I couldn't keep going. The Yakuza War made anime got saved from due to Russian made. Although there is also Gyaru. Yeah, the Gyaru is good. I love the Gyaru getting sad about her losing her kidneys. Isekai Dummy Head Mike. It's actually really good. It's not super good. This is another one of those ones that I have to put a stipulation here. If you watch Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation and you like a certain voice in that show of a character that shall not be named because Duhalt said not to say his name, it's really good. If you don't like Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation, don't bother watching it because there's no value there whatsoever. It's fun. It's an easy consume. Fried chicken joke there. It's an easy to consume short, like 3 minute per episode. And it's just basically a guy getting every day placed into different objects that surround these girls that are obviously Yuri. Gray Rat. The young son of Paul Gray Rat. If you like his voice actor, the son of Paul Gray Rat, he's the reincarnated character, and so you literally have the son of Paul Gray Rat as fried chicken, talking about. Sounds like yes, Rudy. Yes, Rudy Gray Rat. You're right, exactly. It is Rudy Gray Rat. So he's reincarnated into different things like chicken and stuff like that, and girls eat him and sit on him as a bike and stuff, and it's funny because all I can think about is Rudy Gray Rat. And it's good for that. That makes it for me. I love it. That actually turned out quite smooth. I thought I was gonna be too heavy on the S's. I think most of the good shows were at the very top of the list, so I thought that I would. Yeah, we need girl DS. I need girl DS. ASMR show is trash since it was not. Yeah, if you're looking for ASMR, don't go to. Now I'm not an expert on ASMR. I've never experienced it, and most of the time I don't like it. I think it's interesting, like when you have really good face. Like I've listened to ASMR from like Ria Takahashi and stuff. She does it a lot. Ria Takahashi loves doing the dummy head mic stuff. With like her character as Takagi-san. I like it for that. Like, it's, yeah, super good. Like, super good listening to her whisper in my ear. But, like, the gimmick is the dummy head, and these creators have done ASMR. They did the 180 seconds before, and they're terrible at it. Like, they never record the dummy head mic. They always record in the studio, and then every now and then they'll stick, like, a swab into a microphone and then change that to channel E, or channel R, or channel L. It's super sucks at ASMR. But the rest of it's good. I tried it at a barber before. A barbershop ASMR video. So they like do scissors and stuff? What is barbershop ASMR? Like they like take snippers near your ear? I guess I can see. I've never experienced the actual. I mean, I've experienced like goosebumps and stuff like that, but I don't. And I think it's supposed to be similar in the back or whatever, in the back of the neck. Yeah, that one is dope. like, am I not aware of this ASMR barbershop? What the hell are you guys talking about? They cut your ear hair. Don't open a can of worms. Like, here's the other problem that I have with a lot of the Japanese stuff. Like, yes, including 180 seconds, the one they did before this, is it's always ear cleaning, because Japan's like ear cleaning is a big thing because of their like whatever their flakiness in their earwax or whatever. Do it now. The barbershop ASMR is cutting the hair in your eyes or clothes. Oh, cutting with your ears. Okay, yeah. I usually talk with my barber or stylist or whatever. I don't necessarily ever like just close my eyes and let him go at it. I watched it 10 years ago. Long rip ASMR. I've known people in the past that would probably be into that, Matthew. I've known people in the past that would be really into that. Anyways, is that everything? Yeah, that's a good list. I almost want to move these up and these down. I don't know. Like I said, there's like, I really badly I want to put everything in A tier and S tier. But I want to keep it this even. I think this is good. I might say that, because I was conflicted by that earlier. But I think that's good. I think I'm happy with that. Yeah. That's where I'm at now. That's my picks for this year, right, or this season right now. I think the only thing that can possibly change is if Uncle from Another World comes back and it's super crappy. I think that's the only thing that can change here. Or if Arknights actually nails a really good arc here. Because, you know, the only thing I'm afraid with Arknights is that it's going to fail this arc. Like, this arc's not going to be enough for 8 episodes. And I'm going to be, like, super let down. What's your first dubbed anime? Probably Akira. It was probably Akira. Long time ago. And then Tenchi Muyo. I have literally most of the entire first episode of Tenchi Muyo memorized. Good thing you put Beast Tamer in decent spot. I would have to disown you. I love the girls. That's all I like. Everything else sucks. I hate the main character, and I hate everything about the bad guys, the cackling bad guy heroes. My favorite dub anime was Dragon Ball Z. Well, that's because, I mean, she's I give her all credit in the world, but Kakarot's voice is obnoxious in Japanese. I would probably never watch that show in Japanese. You have the Akira Blu-ray? I do too. No, did I get the Blu-ray? Yeah, I do. Yeah. I didn't get the 4K one, though. I really badly wanted to get the 4K one. I really hope Sunrise nails the readaptation of that, which, is that ever coming out, by the way? They still haven't set a date. They still haven't set a date. This went to High Dive. Why don't you have a High Dive button? The hell, Anti-Chart? Why didn't you have a high dive button? I'm so surprised high dive got this. That's such a good grab. Immortal Guild is super good. I do want to watch Precure. I really do. I've heard really good things about it. Panty and Stocking, Black Lagoon, best dubs out there. My first dub anime was Ninja Scroll. I did watch Ninja Scroll a long time ago. That was really hype back then. It is so funny though. To be perfectly honest, if I went back and watched, if I watched the dub for Tenchi Muyo now, I would probably throw it out the window. like, to be perfectly honest, thinking about it, the dub is terrible for Tenchi Muyo, but it was so good back then. Like, I accepted it. Yeah, that is a really good grab. I think they got that one, and what else did they get for next season? They obviously will have Danmachi again because they have the first part. They got the Inukai's dog. What else did they pick up? I think they got Ayakashi Triangle, right? No, I think Crunchyroll picked up that. I'm not sure. I don't remember what else they got. They did. I want to say they. Oh, Classroom, Spy Classroom. That was the other one that I was thinking about. First dub was Kiki's Delivery Service. It's a good one. I really, really loved Kiki's Delivery Service, and I think they did a really good job with the dub on that one too. But that was like Disney and stuff. They're practically the only competition for Crunchyroll in the West. Pretty much, yes. I don't believe Netflix is a competitor. I don't think Disney's a competitor. Don't think they ever will be. I think Netflix has pretty much established that they are out of the game for seasonals. They might pick up sequels. Like if Komi-san gets another season, they'll probably have that just by default. But I think there's rumors out there that they're going to be moving to movies, which makes sense to me because it just hasn't been working for them, and they're bleeding money. The blue box is High Dive Gakon? Yeah. Well, they did it for that one, but they didn't do it for the other one. Oh, they did put it in there. Okay, I didn't see that earlier. Did I? I swear I looked at it. I swear I looked at it. Yes, Fruit of Evolution is getting a second season. I don't know why. I started with Battle of the Planets. The Gatchaman Westernized. Loved it. Can't watch the whole thing now. It's just too cringe compared to the native. That's what I mean. Like I think I still laugh at Tenchi Muyo, but it's super dumb. Like the dub is super dumb. How come he doesn't use Mal? Just wondering. I just got, well, for one, on the stream it sucks because I don't have a night mode for some reason. I couldn't figure out the night mode for them. But also because I don't know. I've just been using a lot. I've been using well, Anti-Chart. I always use Anti-Chart over Mal for when it comes to coming seasons because it's better laid out. But I still technically keep them both updated. I don't know why. I've been switching slowly to AniList because their app's better, and a lot of the layout stuff's a lot better. And plus, I've been finding lately that the Mal has not been doing a very good job. And plus, there's not like a million freaking advertisements on the screen. Can you see there's not a million advertisements on the screen right now? And it's not yelling at me about pop-up blockers. But also because lately I've been noticing Mal has been really terrible about, like, I don't know if they've been restricting updaters, who's doing contributions to the site. But it feels like people aren't, there's like either a lack of access to updates or people just don't care to update them anymore. Like Mal or AniList has been like super crazy with their updates. Let me see. Like it is a little overwhelming though. But like the people that are working behind the scenes to keep a lot of this stuff, this is a bad example. This is a bad example. What's a good example? This should be a good example. I think this will probably have one. Yeah. See, like, they're the people that are behind the scenes for AniList, they dig into everything. Like you're getting basically the people behind every episode, which I can admit is a bit much for most people. But like whoever's the staff or the passionate fans behind this website, they're digging. Like they are digging into these episodes. There's a lot of the stuff that I really like sometimes they'll get the visuals for the EDs, which this one does. Every episode has an ED art. And they'll typically have the artist in here as well, which I do like. Like, Ascendance of a Bookworm. Season 3. Staff. Come on, don't let me down. I literally just talked you up. They didn't do it for this show. Typically, if there's artwork at the end of certain shows, they have the end cards that are by different artists. They'll typically have that on here too. Yeah, don't laugh. I just gave them credit for something they didn't follow it up. Death Note dub. I've watched some of it, but I didn't like it. Mainly because Death Note has those kind of characters that I don't think translates to English voicing that well. Namely the girl who's very gothy weird. Misha? Was her name Misha? Looking forward to D4 DJ. I heard it was good. I haven't went back to it. Let me go back to AniChart. AniChart. Go back to are you locking? Don't start doing things that make me mad. Misa. Has anybody announced it? I would have guessed whoever has the first season will have the second season, because they typically have that in contract. They'll follow it up with. Did you watch Bofuri? I don't want to get hurt, so I maxed out my defenses. I did. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I think it was fine. I'll be checking out the second season though. Yeah, for sure the Chainsaw Man endings will be on there. Organized by popularity. I'm sure it'll be at the top. I'm sure it'll be at the top. Yeah, they definitely have all the ED performers. They'll probably have a lot of the directors and stuff for them as well. Again, it is a lot, and I almost wish that there would be like a simple and expanded version. But I mean, if you really want to dig into, like, if you watch an episode and you're like, oh my gosh, this episode was great, you can go to Mal and you'll find out, like, oh, this is an animated director. But then what you'll find out is if you go to AniList, you'll find out that the animation director changed for an episode, and that's actually the person you should be giving credit to it, which is something you don't get from Mal. Mal, you're going to see the person that was initially listed, and that you assume they did everything. Yeah, they do look cute as heck in that anime. I love the. I especially like where. Did I just? Yeah, I must open that up. I didn't realize I clicked that right. Where's it at? Yes, that's what I mean. Mal is simpler and it's easier to kind of get information. It's just like I said, you're kind of getting extended information and clearer picture with that one. Oh, they don't have the other artwork on here. But yes, I like the thighs. Wasn't that a wide release Crunchyroll, Funimation, and High Dive? For Bofuri or D4DJ? It might be. Oh, let's read the first one. Pretty cool. I'm not a fan of the art because they did Bang Dream, didn't they? for second season. I think yeah, Sens again. I mean, I like their work with Bubuki Bronchi, right? Weren't they Bubuki Bronchi? Yeah. I really like that style. I don't know. I just wanted them to animate the second season. Yeah, it was across all of them. So it makes me wonder, like, who had it initially? Because this is probably a part of the deal where Crunchy and High Dive were working nicely with each other. I'd be curious who got the initial contract for that. What I think of Platinum End. I watched Platinum End up to like episode 10 or 11, and then I dropped off of it because the season's in and the new seasons begin, and I was gonna go back to it, and then somebody spoiled the ending, and then I decided not to watch it. That was one of those shows that I heard the ending and I was like, I'm done. That's right. I don't want to watch it. Maybe eventually if I forget what they said, but for now I don't care to go back to it. Stream all 3, but it's Sentai has the home video rights. Oh, excuse me. Home video rights. That's makes sense. So yeah, that was probably part of the whole partnership deal that they were having for a little while there. What was the ending? I'm trying to forget it. Didn't I just say that? D4DG Season 1 is on Crunchyroll. High Dive, weird. I think Sentai holds a, like, well, like I said, if they did the physical release of it, it's for sure Sentai. Because I don't think Sentai's ever done a physical release for Crunchyroll. Yeah, I don't think they've ever done a physical release for Crunchyroll. Japan Blue Block is real with Japan beating Germany with World Cup. Did that actually happen? That's funny. Well, that was like the whole thing with what was the girls hockey show where they had them run off and beat Canada or something like that. It was supposed to be based on like a real story, and everybody's like, bull crap, they're never gonna beat Canada. I never actually looked into it, but it sounded really dumb. Have you watched Space Dandy dub? No. I never really got into the sub version either, the Japanese version of it. Join late watching y'all behind the live stream, but I'm lurking. You gotta get caught up. But no, we were talking about actually tiering this stuff. Like I said, I can't really tier a lot of this stuff because a lot of it I don't. Yeah, I can tier technically the returning stuff, but like anything outside of that, I don't know where I'd really place it. Like Vinland Saga, I'm pretty hyped on. Obviously, because I really enjoyed where the first season ended off. I don't know how it's going to translate to a second season, but I am looking forward to it. The studio change does bother me, but at the same time, I think the director and stuff's returning, and the director, oh my gosh, was nailing it with the first season. So as long as they keep that caliber, it'll be good. The Demon Lord Academy. I'm looking forward to this one just because. What's her name? It's Misha too, isn't it? Yeah, Misha. No, it wasn't Misha. It was her sister. Sasha. Wasn't it Sasha? The artwork's different. Where's the anime artwork? I don't recognize her with this artwork. Yeah, I loved her character design in the anime. Like, super cute. But no, it nails overpowered main character. Like, where Sid fails as a main character being overpowered in Eminence and Shadow, this one's main character pulls off the overpowered main character. He's I still to this day remember the scene where he literally is sitting there killing this guy and then using his overpowered ability to revive the guy. And then killing him again, and then reviving him with his overpowered character abilities, and then he keeps doing that until eventually the guy just breaks. It was messed up but hilarious at the same time because the guy was a dirtbag, so he deserved it. Since I had an agreement with Crunchyroll, but it was announced that just before Sony bought Crunchyroll. Yeah, and pretty much everything broke after that. Since I did a home video release of... And that was Crunchyroll's? Yeah, I guess it was, huh? Well, good on them. Because that would never have happened. And it's probably never going to happen again, sadly. Yeah, and Anos Voldegold. Is it Anos Voldegold? Or am I thinking Ein Voldegold? Yeah, it's Voldegold. Voldegold. Yeah, wasn't this the one when he was first born, he told him what he wanted to be named? Yes, that's right. He gets born. He gets reborn. And the moment he pops out of mom, like, the mom and dad's watching, and they're like, oh, what are we going to name him? And he's like, Anos Voldegold or something like that. Like, he literally tells him what to call him. Wasn't that this one? I think it was this one. Yeah, I think it was this one that he does tell him what to call him. When he kills the guy and keeps bringing him back to life and killing him, it was so good. I love it. It was so great. He just dissected. Watched one Bleach video and YouTube keeps recommending me spoilers. Dang the algorithm. That sucks. That really does suck. I've had that happen with so much content. It's kind of one of the negative. And that's why I kind of always... Every time I make a thumbnail, I'm always questioning myself, is this too much? And I hate it. I really do hate it. I used to be AnyList before I moved to live chat. There's live chat? What's live chat? Kamakari didn't reprise his role in Mob Psycho 100 because of union dubs. Yeah. Which was expected. It doesn't surprise me. That's the thing. It's like, as much as some people are angry about it, it doesn't surprise me. And the fact that they wouldn't sit down and talk about it. If the fact that they weren't willing to just sit down and talk to them, just to... His position was that if I go, I will reprise the role as long as all you do is just talk to them. You don't have to make an agreement, just talk to them. I don't think that's a valid thing to bring up as a negative to Crunchyroll, because people don't realize that just sitting down and talking with them requires lawyers, and lawyers cost a lot more than just a seiyuu, so it was never going to happen. If they weren't going to do it, they're not going to do it. They're not even going to sit down. Gets the tsundere to accept the feelings. They didn't take long for him to break her, and it was good. I enjoyed it. Now his VA is replaced with Goblin Slayer VA. Goblin. I don't think I've ever heard the dub for Goblin Slayer. Sudef Filmworks also has My Next Life as a Villainess. All routes lead to Yuri Arderm. Was that the one where the girl, like, what was it? Which one was it? I'm not seeing it. What is it? What was the Japanese name for it? Oh, no, I know you're talking about Anos. I was just saying I don't think I've ever heard of Goblin Slayer, because you were saying it was Goblin Slayers. I don't think I've ever heard that one. Civilized discussion. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of Live Chart. Hulu has Black Friday sale for $1.99 a month every year for the ad tier. Yeah, their ad tier sucks, though. I absolutely hate their ad tier. Anyways, what was that? Tokyo Revengers. I don't know. After the whole thing with the manga ticking off everybody, I don't know if I want to keep watching this show. I have heard this is supposed to be like a really good arc, though. I'll watch it, but I don't know. Like, everybody's scared me from that, ever watching that again. I need to get caught up on Bungo Stray Dogs. But, I'm excited for that. I'll definitely be watching Nagatoro. It's kind of one of those shows that gets better as it goes along, so I'm hoping that it keeps getting better. The Japanese voice actor to replace Anos VA is because the previous VA resigned. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. I get you. Infidelity or whatever. Tokyo Revengers manga has ended. Yeah, but I heard everybody said they're mad at it. Like, they're super mad at the ending. You read the ending, it's super as bad. Yeah, well, that's the thing. How do I want to say this? I don't really want a spoiler. I guess the best way I can put it is that I don't I don't think I would ever expect the ending to be good. Like, I just think, like, in my opinion, the current time, like, the ending has to be, the way that they've played it out, the ending would have to be at the future. The time that he's supposed to be at. The time that he left behind to go back and fix it. Nothing there I give craps about. Like, everything in the future time span sucks. Like, that story stuff, I hate it. It has too much problems with literally another lack of butterfly effect. Everything that plays out in the future times, it doesn't make any sense. What I like is the gang story. I like the old stuff. The biker gang building up. The building of the Manji gang. That's the stuff that I like. So, I don't know that I don't think I would ever like the ending of it, neither, no matter what. Hemp-burned romanization is Otome Gimu no... I don't know if it's in here. It must be still in the TBAs. Oh, that's perfect, Andrew. I didn't line my fingers up right. Is it still in the TBAs? This looks so good. This one actually looks so good. I cannot wait for this one. It's not an earned ending. Well, that's the problem, because the main character's god-awful. I don't know if he ever gets better, but I don't think... unless they change the main character significantly, I don't think he can ever earn anything. Like, he's never gonna earn a damn thing. The dude's a crybaby. He's a crybaby. Instead of ended with the Kiseki arc. So watch till then and then just stop watching altogether, even if they announce more. It leans heavily into the time element. Yeah, which sucks. Yeah. But no, this one looks good. This is the one where basically these two are playing an Otome game. And the prince can hear them. And so they're yelling at the screen because the villainous character is actually tsundere. But she's so mean. And so him finding out that she's tsundere, he doesn't know what it means, but he realizes really quickly that she actually likes him. And it looks way too good. Now, does it have legs? That's a big question mark, but dang, does a PV look so good for it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. So they must not have put... Oh, no, there it is right there, isn't it? No. No? No. Villainous was spring? My next life was a villainous, or you talk about the new one? 2023? Yeah, Tsundere Villainous sounds like... like I said, I watched the PV and I was like, this is going to be so good. I cannot wait for it. I cannot believe that smartphone's got another season. Just stop. I don't know what's worse. Smartphone getting another season or Fruit. I actually want to go back and watch Smartphone. I will never go back to watch Fruit of Evolution. So yes, easily I think the fact that Fruit of Evolution got another season annoys me more. Are they coming out with another ReZero? And I can't wait for the slime movie. I don't know. It took us like, what, 4 years before we got another season of ReZero? And I haven't heard anything about another one. Sailor Moon's getting another season? I wouldn't doubt it. Oh my gosh. My Next Life, I'm confused with all the Villainous series. Right? I was like, for the longest time, I kept saying My Next Life is a Villainous when I was talking about taming the final boss. Smartphone was my guilty pleasure and I was in high school. I do, like I said, I kind of want to go back to it. It just felt very generic at the time. Moskai no Yome season 2 is just irresistible. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm like a couple of OVAs behind on it. So I really need to get caught up on those before this new season comes out. Do I plan on reading 86 novels someday? It's going to be way back on the back burner, but I do want to. But I have way too many to read right now. Mushoku Tensei, Ascendance of Bookworm, Grimgar Fantasy and Ash, and I want to go back to Spice and Wolf. That's what's currently on my list. And you see how fast I get through a novel because I've been doing a read along series for Mushoku, and it's taken forever, but it's fun. He's been cracking out the chapters. I 2 to 3 a week, sometimes 1 if it's too much. Hype for next season of Ancient Magus' Bride. Kuma Bear looks way cute. It's a cute one. Kuma Bear is definitely in the cute, just watching because it's cute. I fell off Eden Zero while I was airing because the animation. Wonder if it gets any better. That's just Fairy Tail Eden and Zero all together, isn't it? They've never been really fantastic. Isn't it the same studio? Smartphone was like watching a slow motion train wreck. No, that was Rail Wars. You were watching Rail Wars. You got the wrong show. Yuri His Life. What was that Yuri show that I was really into? They definitely have this one, which I don't know how that's going to turn out. The artwork looks pretty decently good. Yuri Is My Job. I don't know if I'm going to like this character, though. She seems like a B, and I think that's going to turn into a top-bottom show. Real Wars Genghis jumps in with Real Wars God. Rails War wasn't horrible. Yeah, that was definitely benefits to watching Rail Wars. That's all I'll say. Oh, what was this? What was the Yuri show that I was looking forward to? Was it in winter? Technically, Akashi Triangles is Yuri. Not really. Was it this one? No. That one. There it is. Yeah. This is the one I thought you guys were talking about earlier. Wasn't it the one where she, like, the witch comes over and saves her from the aristocracy? Yeah. Some people think Bochi is Yuri. Not really. Not really. I mean, that one girl likes Rei, but I don't think that's it. It's just there. It's just she looks up to her like a lot. I don't think it's anywhere further than that. I like that I don't like pain, so I put all my skills in defense. It was a nice, light, fun show. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. It's just a cute show. It's right there next to the Kuma Kuma. I enjoyed Kuma Bear a lot more though. Some people, I think that Yor needs to spin off how she became an assassin. Wouldn't that be more in line with what the writer actually wants to do? Because doesn't the writer want to do actual, like, more action-y stuff? I forget. I know he's not, like... I know that Spy X Family, unlike what people want to claim that he hates Spy X Family, he hates doing it, whatever, but I don't think it's his passion. Like, I think other stuff... I think it was action that he really wants to get into. You want another Infinite Dendrogram? I never finished that one. I couldn't get through it. The fan art is Yuri for sure. Literally every show is that, Adrian. It's literally every show. Any good anime movies coming out later? Wataten's supposed to still come out, right? And I think the Eurocamp one was supposed to be this season, right? From out of the time-space continuum, I shout, do yourself OP. Do yourself OP is like my bubbly song of the season. Like, if I'm not feeling good, I go to that. That's my recovery method. Sayaka and Ai in a Yuri anime. What has Sayaka done? Oh, Hassan. Chika, Haru. I technically she's best girl in Slime. Mume. She's kind of all over the place, isn't she? She's definitely got some range. Your Camp has a movie, is I believe. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was this season or if it was already done. Shinkai's new movies, Nick. Yeah, I thought that came out in Japan already. It should be coming over in the West here soon. Was it, wasn't it December? I think Shinkai's film was in December. I would have been the last one. Shoot. Fall. Just scroll down there. Yeah. So I think it's December. So it's already out in Japan. Kakuma is Edis. Okay, that's the easy one. Edis. Anything else? No, just Edis. I think I looked at her like a while back and it was kind of surprising that she didn't have any really big roles. It really did feel like Edis was her like big show. I mean, she's been in a lot of roles, but there's nothing that like super stood out to me. She really nailed Edis. I think that's one of those ones, kind of like Yui Yokohama with Naotoyama. Like, every time I talk about Naotoyama, I say Yui Yokohama because that's, like, that's her. Every time I hear a character, I hear Yui Yokohama. Yeah, and even Rosaria, she doesn't really stand out much. She went a completely different tone with Rosaria. She's Fran? Yeah. It took a while, but yes, yeah. Wow. Wow. She's got good range. I mean, yes, now that I think about it, it's just basically, if you think about Edis talking like a baby, like an infant, I guess it works. Going with the baby pitch. I cannot believe I never connected that. That's just... I didn't really get a chance to go and actually look her up to see who was actually voicing Fran. I meant to, but... What the hell, dude? That is crazy. I didn't realize it was Ruru either. That is crazy. That just blew my mind. Andrew's mind officially blown. There was something else that she did that I liked. What was it? Unless I'm thinking of somebody else. God, that's crazy. I almost want to go back and check this again to see if I can hear her. But she was kind of a quiet character. Who is a character in your avatar, Andrew? It's Spirit-chan. The one down here on the corner of the screen down here. Spirit-chan. If you're talking about Discord, it's Roxy. Who's your favorite character from My Hero Academia? I'm kind of between Togo and Uraka. But like rogue character, it's probably something like Twice, or I like Endeavor's family story. It's very interesting. Granted, I don't think I've ever really got a proper conclusion of it, but What do you think about Eden Deities? I like. Do you think it's like it'll be another season? I love the Eden Deities No Only Piece. It was a great anime. I don't think we're getting a sequel anytime soon because technically, I believe they were doing the anime to promote the fact that Kokyon was doing a readaptation manga of it. It's Achidoke. The hell's, how do you say his name? I don't want to butcher this. And I know I'm going to butcher the name if I don't read it. Where was it? Yeah, so Kokyo is doing a readaptation of the manga by Amahara. And what Kokon has actually readapted is barely to the end of the season. And then beyond that, Amahara hasn't wrote anything in like, what was it, 5 years? Like they put it on indefinite hiatus. So my hope is that that Amahara has a story wrote for it and that Kokon can continue it. But if not, there's never going to be another season. Because I think they adapted beyond what Amahara has even wrote. Or at least put into manga format. So, the original manga that was wrote by Amahara, the first season's beyond. And Kyokun is trying to catch up to it. And then we don't even know if there's going to be anything beyond that. So that's my answer, I guess. I don't think we're ever going to... Which sucks because the first season ending sucks. Like, it's not it's a bad ending. It's just, it's not a happy ending. And I want to know what happens next, which really sucks. So, but yeah, I love it. I love that Amahara has no filters. It's super screwed up. Miku is amazing. This is easily one of the best villain characters. The Crunchyroll Anime Awards, I dumped all points into Miku for villain. Which is proof that the judges don't get what they want. I put all points into Miku. It never showed up in the nominations. Because I was probably the only one that gave a crap about Miku. But she was easily the best villain last year. Freaking, she was super screwed up. Super screwed up character. That was last year, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, I don't feel stupid. But yeah, that's pretty much the story of me and Crunchyroll Anime Awards and tip for everything. That was everything that I nominate never ends up on the freaking list. Otherwise, Mushoku Tensei would have been in the best anime running last year. But no. Reading Grace by the Gods light novel. Is it good? Like, the show was decent. I enjoyed it. It was very laid back. Eminence Shadow or Chainsaw Man. Funnier show. Chainsaw Man by far. Like, just... There's been way too many funny moments for me, like Power laughing at them trying to kill Denji, Power laughing at him for getting puked in his mouth, Power laughing at... How many scenes is Power laughing at Denji? All those scenes, which is pretty much like, what, 3 times per episode? But no, if Eminence Shadows made me laugh, maybe, like, out loud. It hasn't. I don't think Eminence Shadows actually made me laugh out loud. Like, I've had a chuckle point, but I don't think I've ever laughed out loud at Eminence Shadow. It has not been that funny. It's kind of just humorous. Honestly, Crunchyroll Awards are whack, in my opinion. Yes, Grace of God is good. I like it. It's nice, laid back, fun. I'm glad we're getting a second season of it, for sure. It's just like Kuma Kuma Bear, yeah. I think I actually liked Grace of Gods more than Kuma Kuma Bear, but I do enjoy them both. Power's power. Yes, Miku's is crazy. Same here. I put all my points into Miku. Nice. Accidentally watched. You were a part of the Anime Awards, or are you just saying that you put them all into it? Yeah, I don't think... Here's, I guess, an announcement. Unless something, like, crazy happens here in the next, like, I don't know, month, which I highly doubt at this point. What, typically, like, mid-December, they announce judges. I think I've said this before. I don't think one of two things is happening this year for the Anime Awards. One, either they don't like me no more because I talk bad about Sony and Crunchyroll too much, so they finally decided to cut me off from judging, which is crazy because I've been judging for them for like, what, 5 years now? Or two, they cut down on all their judges. Like, they trimmed back a lot on it, and they decided to cut me in the middle of it because I'm not as cool as Gigak or something. Or three, they're not doing judges. One of those three things happened because we typically were contacted within the first week of fall anime. So if that's the case, and I'm not a judge, I am going to take full advantage of that. And I will be covering it a lot more than I was able to any years in the past, because I will not be on a don't poo-poo us agreement that they usually have you do. Which I've criticized the Anime Awards even with that signed agreement, just because it doesn't mean I can't talk about it. It just means I can't go out of my way to disparage them or talk about the process. So, yeah, that's the thing, Duhal. I believe they're probably being very safe because now Sony owns it, and so they don't want to deal with certain people unless they're under their wing. I perfectly agree with that. Well, the other example that I think is going to happen is that they're going to have two things I can see them doing it. The first method I see them doing the awards is by choosing what will be nominated based on viewership. They will just put up a big, here's the top 10 shows that were viewed that year. Pick one. So basically a popularity, which sucks because judges typically kind of break that popularity a little bit. Having judges doesn't always break off the mold of popularity, but they do add what you call judge darlings in there. Like Sunny Boy, hell no, Sunny Boy wasn't a popular show last year, but it was in the list because it was a darling. Obviously more of a darling than Mashuko. But either that or they're just going to pick themselves. But I think they're probably going to use viewership and just put up the highest view stuff and say pick one of them. Or maybe Sony has something in its hand that they can use that will allow them to have essentially the viewers pick what's nominated. Like have a website that actually has a drop down. You can pick any show, and then they'll take whatever people pick and throw it on there. Which sucks because they'll probably do a come back tomorrow so you can vote again, which I absolutely hate that, by the way, because it just skews the vote. But yeah, they'll do one of those ones. But either way, if I'm not a part of it, I will take full advantage of it. I'll make tons of YouTube videos talking about how I hate whatever they pick or what they're doing with it. And when they actually have the awards, damn sure I'll be on Twitch live streaming it so y'all can join me there talking about it. Because unfortunately, that will be one I will not be able to live stream on YouTube because they will strike the hell out of me because they'll probably have tons of footage. But, or they'll do like they did last year and no, they're going to do it because they're going to be in Japan. Like last year when I had that great bump in viewership because everybody was looking for the live stream for the Crunchyroll Anime Awards and it ended up being a website update. Genghis Khan, you want to be a judge? You don't. It's so dumb because you see how broken it is. Like, if you got my view, if you do it, would you do like a poll and everything? Well, we already are doing an anime awards ourselves, Tungsten, if that's what you're asking on our Discord. If that's what you're asking. Have you watched You're on Ice? I did. It was good. I enjoyed it. The music was fantastic. It just wasn't great. And I don't think it was making a statement like everybody was claiming it was. It was just it's very yaoi bait. I still believe Anime Trending and Anime Corner Community Awards. Yeah, they both did a really fantastic jobs. I really enjoyed a lot of their picks. I dressed up Darling in the Franks. I always avoid popular anime. Usually got gems that way. That's a good thing. Like that's literally why I make a lot of my videos. I have a video series that is the anime mid-miss, and I love that stuff. I love finding those gems. Like Planet With, technically God, I forget the name every time I try to think about it. The girl in the jar. I forget every damn time trying to think of that stupid show. Technically, let's see this. Let's look at this. This will probably tell me. Where's my other window? Where's my other window? Where's my other window? No, I don't want to do that. It's too freaking bright. You can already see how freaking bright it is. I hate that website because of it. Mercurial. And no, you didn't get paid. Mercurial? Mercstoria. I like how Chris comes in and says some random weird phrase, Mercurial, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's Mercstoria. Thanks for telling me it's Mercstoria.
And Udon Waifu asked if you were paid, and no, you
Udon
weren't.
Waifu thought I'd get paid for the anime awards. God, they didn't even offer to. About all they were paying me was offering me basically a ticket to go there. They weren't even gonna pay to actually have me there or anything. You should co-stream the Reddit Anime Awards. That'd be fun. I think that'd be good. He didn't have a shirt on. You all did not want to see that. You all did not want to see what I had to just see. Like, I've said before, he's technically a Vocaloid, and you do not want to see a Vocaloid without a shirt on. Popularity. I just get a kick out of the fact that he said something like, what the hell did you say again? With Merxia? I'm like, okay, yeah, Mercstoria. Thanks for telling me. Mercurial.
And this is how much of a non-shirt I'm wearing.
What? I thought it was a skin. He's in the dark corner. I thought he had like some weird like pumpkin skin thing going on tan. Damn. Yeah, one of these days you'll all get him on camera for an extended period of time. It gets become a joke at this point. Anyways, I was coming here to look at this. Yeah, like this. Here's my example for like gems and stuff. Is look how far I have to scroll down. Like we're beyond Shinobi no Itoki. We're going beyond let's see. Look at this. Shinobi no Itoki is higher in popularity than freaking Gundam right now. That's sad. Maybe I'm gonna start not liking Anychart. But we're getting down here, and now we're getting to Bibliophile Princess. Where was the Raven Inner Palace? Yeah, Raven Inner Palace is above Bibliophile anyways. But these are like my gyms. Like, this is where I'm at. This is where this is where I'm at for shows I liked. You gotta pay to see. Yeah, we're gonna open an OnlyFans. I think he mentioned that he was gonna do that. Love my gems. And that's like, oh, I was joking about the fact that when I was looking at I have a spreadsheet that lists out all of my shows that I assume are really low memberships on my anime list. The lowest one on there is 5,000 members. 5,000 members. I'd be surprised if nobody knows what it is. Do yourself as not getting nominated for anything? I doubt it. There. That's your nominations. Well, yeah, I think Mob Psycho too. Those three. There you go. Let's go to summer. There. Just this one. This one's the only one I can see possibly getting nominated. You won't see Call of Night on there. You won't see Licorice Coil. You might, and I don't think you're gonna see Overlord. You won't see any of these. Let's go to. I can totally legit. I'm gonna do that. I want to make a list before. I'm gonna make a list before they even call the nominations, if they're gonna call nominations. I want to make a list of what I think will be on every single list come the Anime Awards. I bet you I can call it. Archive. I thought I was clicking archive. God, I'm dumb right now. It's getting late. I'm sorry. Nothing from High Dive will be on there. No. I don't think anything High Dive will be on there. For sure. For sure, Attack on Titan will be on there. If they have a romance comedy area, they might have Dress Up Darling, but I don't think the anime of the year, you're not going to see this. Anime of the year, let's do anime of the year first. I think that's about all I'm going to do. I'm not going to go through all these, but for sure Attack on Titan, Kimetsu no Yaiba. Was it 5? Did they do 5 before? Spy X Family, Kaguya-sama Love is War. Nothing else. If this the anime in the year, I don't think Classroom Elite will be on anime of the year. Chainsaw Man. That's 5. Did they do 5 or did they do 6? I want to say it was 6, wasn't it? Oh, Cyberpunk. If they actually have judges, Cyberpunk will be on. Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, Spy X Family, Chainsaw Man. Yeah, if it's judges, I can see them picking Cyberpunk. If there's not judges and it's Crunchyroll doing a system, it will not have Cyberpunk. But yeah, Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer is given, no doubt. I can almost see Spy X Family getting bumped off for Cyberpunk if they do bring Cyberpunk in the picture. But again, I don't know that Cyberpunk's going to be on the list. I feel like it's going to... Every year there's a show that everybody's like, why isn't this on the list? Cyberpunk will be that one this year. That's one of my bold predictions. Cyberpunk will be the one that that the judges will ignore, Crunchyroll will ignore. It's on Netflix. It's too edgy. They can't get Crunchyroll to accept them showing footage of it. So they will pee on it. And that's the thing. That's the other reason why I think this year's Crunchyroll Anime Awards is going to be different. Now that Sony owns Crunchyroll, they can no longer play nice with anybody. So that's why I think there's no judges, because then they have to tell the judges to only pick Crunchyroll stuff. Because I think this is going to be the first year Crunchyroll will not have anything outside of Crunchyroll Funimation on their catalog for the awards. And I think that's why they're doing it in Japan, so the spectacle of it will hide the fact that they are not going to really highlight anything outside of their products. Which, yes, let's be true. Most everything was on Crunchyroll. High Dive only recently stepped up its game, and Netflix had 2 bangers at the final point of this year. But other than that, nothing really big on Netflix in general. So, yeah, that's God, I need to make a whole video on this. I feel like I need to make a whole video on this. Yeah, I think they're going to cut. No, Sony will not be talking to Disney about getting footage for summertime rendering. Yeah, I think there is a very high possibility there is good. Because look what happened last year. When they did the awards last year, they didn't even show any footage. No, did they even make videos for it? I think they just listed the shows that won. I don't even think they had clips. And that was just coming into the Sony buyout. For some of them they did. So the ones that they were probably had licenses to.
Yeah. I think this year they're choosing the nominations. It will be nothing but Crunchyroll stuff. The spectacle will be the fact that they're doing it in Japan and they have some directors there to talk to them. Oh, you're right, Tungsten. Yes, you're correct. You're correct. 3. I forget that Isekai Uncle's on Netflix. I don't watch it on Netflix because it takes too damn long. But yes, technically Netflix this year has 3 really fantastic shows. I haven't watched Ghost in the Shell or the new Ultraman, and I enjoyed those first seasons for those shows. So, but for sure, Uncle, Romantic Killer, and Edge Runners. Netflix, and that's the sad thing. That's why I'm sad about Netflix stepping away from doing series and only doing movies. Is they've been doing some really good shows lately. Like the shows lately have been really good. Only just it took them 5 years of not good shows. I mean, Violet Evergarden was fantastic, and you can make an argument for a lot of the 7 Deadly Sins, even though I didn't keep up on it, and I heard it fell off, animation-wise mostly. I'm so grateful we have High Dive, so Crunchyroll Sony doesn't roll everything, and that's why I keep promoting them. As much as I have issues with High Dive, I want them to get better, but we need them there. If not for a competitor to keep the price of anime up for the studios, if not for all the things that come with competition. Competition breeds ingenuity, better services, better quality content, better just accountability in general. Five years of not so good shows. What? Like I said, I can count how many on one hand. Like, even though I love Way of the House Husband, it's still not a very good put together show. I do get a kick out of it though. Netflix is doing so-so. They did great with the library, then sucked, and then some nice surprises. And that's what I mean. I've watched most everything on. Shoot, is there like a complete list of Netflix shows? I'm trying to think. Like, Hero Mask, no. Be the Beginning was good. Like I said, Violet Evergarden was fantastic. The first Ultraman was okay. Ghost in the Shell standalone complex 2045 whatever was good. Way of the House Husband was terribly produced, but it's Kindle Studio, so I love it. I haven't watched Katara whatever Lives Alone. I love the first Psyche Case, but I watched that before it went to Netflix. I didn't watch it on Netflix. What else? It's just all over the place. Just very, very all over the place for sure. And I liked a lot of the movies that are on there too. Bubbles and stuff like that was good. Like Scissor 7 anime on Netflix. No, I didn't watch that one. I watched the High Rise one. That was nah. High Rise was Children of Whales. Was that on Netflix? I really like Children of Whales. It's so good. I forgot that was on Netflix. The singing one wasn't good though. I didn't care for the singing one. What was the criminals one? The superhero one? Super bads? Super bads. Super bads. I know that's not it. But Bad Boys. What the hell is it called? It's driving me nuts now. Super Crooks, thank you. I called it Bad Boys or whatever, and everybody got mad at me. The Boys. Yeah, I called it The Boys, and everybody got super mad at me. I have never made the anime community so mad as when I called Super Crooks. It's basically the Boys. It's like I awakened so many angry people. Yeah, Great Pretender was another one that was crooks, or bad guys. And I think that's probably what you're talking about. But yeah, Super Crooks Pretender was okay. Like, it was ups and downs. Super Crooks was okay, too. I enjoyed it. Blue Period was actually good. Yes, Blue Period is another win for Netflix. I really enjoyed Blue Period. Yeah, the anime... It's just like... I have found that you can do certain things with your thumbnails and your titles that will just absolutely make people hate your guts. They will never watch your video, but they'll be damn sure they will make 5 paragraphs in your comment about how much they hate you. Because apparently somebody stepped on their Cheerios at some point, and it's your fault because they see a letter C in your title, and they know it's you being that person mocking them for stepping on their Cheerios. And they want to tell you about it. I've had people tell me about how I hear like this big old rant, and I'm like, hold on a second. Here, this way. I'm gonna take out my like 20-year-old doll here. All right, tell me where it hurts you. Tell me where it hurts you. Just point where it hurts you. That's what I feel like. Like, I feel like I just wronged their entire family. Yeah, Super Quick was the one you were thinking about. It was good. I enjoyed it. It got really crazy towards the end. Blue Period manga is credible. I was really tempted to go to the manga because I was enjoying the anime so much. And I feel like... I feel like it would probably be better as a manga, too. I remember watching Kurumukuro on Netflix. That one was okay. It was okay. It was like probably the first PA works that I wasn't like super thrilled by, but I still enjoyed it. Blue Period was great. Totally made me want to be an artist, but then I looked at the drawing and I was like, yeah, stick to watching it. It's usually how it always goes. Like I was watching Run Like the Wind, and then I suddenly realized I don't want to end up with like crippled knee pain for the rest of my life eventually. That's one of the reasons why I love Netflix, is they have Kendra Suda on speed dial. So everything has to have Kendra Suda in it. Even Romantic Killer had Kendra Suda in it. The famous Mushuka Monday t-shirt. I need to sell them. I will have to find like this actual brand and then just sell them on the website. Yeah, Coming was okay. I kind of dropped off of it, but I know that there's a lot of fandom for that one too. I know it's more dangerous dangerous the anime or the gaming community. Let a game drop for 30 frames and make fun of people getting mad. I don't know. There is some definite drama in the gaming sphere. I for a while wanted to do a gaming channel on the side, but I don't think I'd have the time to do it. And what anime figure do you have that came from a really bad anime? Ooh, I got a good answer for that. I don't think you can't see him on here. I have a ton of Hatsune Miku figures. And she was technically in Jashin-chan Dropkick X, where it was just mostly an advertisement. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't think I really have any... oh, yeah. Romantic Comedy Snafu. I have... Not that Yu Yokohama is bad, but I have the other girl from Romantic Comedy Snafu. And since I sent my Romantic Comedy Snafu volumes to Web Gaming, I can't burn them on a YouTube channel video, which I was planning on doing. But I can technically burn the figure of the girl that shall not be named from that show and story. Show the t-shirt with a Roxy patch on it, you'll get rich. I don't know, apparently I'm the only one that loves Roxy. I'll be forever the only faithful to Roxy. Mushoku Monday shirts would put me on without for 2. Like, literally this Hawaiian shirt, or are you guys talking about, like, just a shirt that says Mushoku Mondays on it? We do have a merch site, by the way. I need to update it with, like, the new Aichan, or Speechan, but... Why did I say Aichan? Because she's from AI? Probably. Who is the best boy and girl for you in 2022? I haven't actually even thought about it. Edis isn't even in this year. That was last year. Shoot, I haven't even actually put together the list to even start thinking about that stuff. So you're asking me a question I'm not even prepared for. So I'm probably gonna miss somebody and get really angry. Probably the entire cast of Vanitas. Like, everybody in the show is fantastic. I don't think there's anything in the running in that season. Nazuna is really up there for me. And so is Ko. Elf. Uncle. Kate and Emilico are up there for me. Power's up there. Ichigo. Fran. Lum. Oh, yes, I'll also have Akiba from the winter too, huh? I don't know. I can't really say off the top of my head, but that's pretty much an idea of a lot of the possibles. I would probably say there's a really good chance that Chisato is going to be my best female character. I don't know that anybody's going to beat her. Yeah, Chisato. Not Takeda definitely is great, but I didn't like her as much as Chisato. That show sucks. Best girl, Najima from Komi. Best anime so far this season was in To Your Eternity. Oh, your best right now is To Your Eternity season 2? Are you a fan of Tasty Peaches though? Best animes. Just gotta say, Nazuna with hair down, love at first sight. Yes, highly agree. Did you watch Q? And if so, how did you find it? I watched Q. I think I watched like 6 episodes of it. I was enjoying it. I never went back to it though. It's kind of like Shine Post. I need to find some time before the end of the year to watch Shine Post and Q. They were both good. I just, for some reason, never got back to them. Yeah, I'm not. I like Modern, but not as much as Chisato, not as much as Nazuna, not as much as a lot of other characters. But I do really like Modern. She's really super good. There can be only one right. Until we do our top best of the year, I'll at least have a 5 list that I can work with. But this year's gonna be difficult for that, for sure. What I think is great, though, is I think this year's got a lot of really solid male characters, too. That I think is going to at least finally... Like Ko is super good. Like I said, Uncle's just a dumb idiot, and I like him because of that. But I think for once, we're actually going to have a pretty solid male list, too. Which, yeah, technically, Goto, too, is fantastic. Like I said, technically, like, all the male characters in this show are fantastic. Jean's fantastic. Like, this freaking show, like, I can make a full list from Vanitas. If you're not watching this show, it's, like, super good. This will probably be on my top list for the best of the year. What's my opinion on Konosuba? The Season 1 was a perfect show. Season 2 was okay. Wasn't as good as Season 1, but I still love it. I still need to watch the movie. I still have not watched the movie. The sad part of Vanitas is that we'll not get another... Yeah, right. This is... We were talking earlier about Iden and Didi's No Only Piece. This is kind of like that. Not going to get a sequel anytime soon. It's pretty much caught up with the manga. Same with Made in Abyss. Made in Abyss caught up with the manga pretty much, so we're not going to see anything else from that. Which is sad, but And I think I'll probably wait for Made in Abyss to come back as another anime in like 5 years, because the anime just took it to another level. They did such a great job with that. The movie shows Megaman's hometown. Aren't we gonna get that in the OVA? But I'll have to watch that for that reason. Yeah, Goto is a really well played introvert. It's like we have like a perfect balance right now, because we have Bocchi doing the female introvert, and then we have Goto doing the male introvert. I don't know necessarily, is Goto an introvert? I don't think he is. Well, I guess he is a type of introvert. He's been sheltered for so long. I guess he's technically does fall in the category of it. He's like the sheltered character. He just spent too much time inside, so he doesn't really know how to respond to people. But he's not like a shut-in. Like, he's not afraid. It doesn't seem like he's too afraid of going out too much. Yeah, but you don't have to be an introvert to not have friends. You just didn't socialize. I know. I guess I'm putting too much emphasis on introvert and the idea of somebody being afraid of going out, being afraid of interacting. He's not really that. I need Haganai to come back so I can relive how much the series hates Yosora. Haganai, it was okay. Haganai was okay. I wasn't a huge fan of Haganai, but I did have my favorites. Was it Sanai, or I'm forgetting the names of the characters. It's been so long. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I guess I can just bring it up on this other screen so I don't blind myself. Goto was too hyper-focused on Biscuit Dolls. Yeah, right. That was his, like, everything. Yeah, Senna. I would say Sanai. Best girl. I don't know, like, because I felt like Yozora was, like, the least... I knew that she was going to be, like, the main girl, but I just felt like she just didn't exist in the whole show. From what I remember, she didn't exist much in the show. She was, like, super combative, if I remember correctly. That's why I didn't kind of like her. It's, like, super combative. The movie for Konosuba was super funny, or was great. Super funny. Megaman little sister was super cute. Yeah, it was cute and Need to Protect. I don't even know if I own it. Yeah, I don't even think I own it. Is it on Crunchyroll? Let me see if it's on Crunchyroll. Because I know the only ways I'm gonna watch it is if I actually put it in my list to watch it. I know I will watch it before the new season and the Mega Man comes out. Oh my gosh. Hold on, guys. I need to scroll through 50 million seasons, which is basically every season of every single language of every single season of every single cut and uncut versions to find... Is it Legend of Crimson? Yeah, they have it. Good. Let me add it. Add it to watch list. Okay. Problem solved. It is added to my... So now I gotta watch Dr. Stone OVA. I gotta watch Carnival Phantasm's finally on there. And then I gotta watch Konosuba movie. Yes, I need to have a language filter in Crunchyroll. That's what I was mentioning earlier when somebody says how you'd like in Funimation or something like that. I'm like, I kind of miss Funimation because at least they had like... They had an uncut and cut setting and they had language setting.
Scooby-Doo too.
Anyways, I need to head out. Later, Nick. I need to head out. My bum. I've been sitting for too long. I never got to use my be right back sign. Hold on a second. A reminder to check out Isekai Uncle tomorrow. I'll definitely be doing a video of that tomorrow. And like I said, I might release my video about Kickstarter and crowdfundings exploiting animators and VAs, which I really hate. So we'll see if that pops up there. Hopefully we'll have the first 2 chapters for Mushoku Mondays next week on Monday. So if you're a fan of Mushoku Tensei and you want to listen to me geek out about the novel, we still haven't passed the first season, but I'll be releasing those videos on Mondays. It's called Mushoku Mondays. We do a premiere video release, so you can set your reminders and stuff to check that out. But yeah, fun stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. Discotheque had Konosuba, right? Did they have the movie? I thought Crunchyroll had the movie, though. I know they released the physical release of the season 1, but yeah. Yeah, I'm done with the first volume or first chapter of volume 6, but I still need to read the second chapter, so I'm not ready to record it yet. But at least now I get to record it with Roxy behind me, which will be great. But anyways, yeah, you all have a great Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving. Thankfully, hopefully, you get to spend time with your family members and enjoy time together and be thankful for everything that's great. Like I said earlier, jokingly, but I am serious. I'm very thankful for everybody that your guys' support, everybody that supports me through, which I want to say Mushoku Tensei. I have Mushoku Tensei in the mind. Patreon, our tips link, subbing to us, sharing out our videos, telling people about us, clicking on a video, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all that stuff. I'm very grateful that everybody's support and everybody that joins us on the Discord and hangs out there as well. But yeah, everybody have a great Thanksgiving if you do celebrate it. And if you cannot celebrate it with your loved ones, hopefully they're deep in your hearts and you have somebody to reach out to, because you're all fantastic and I love every single one of you. But yeah, I will be deep frying. I will be very careful. Peanut oil in a big bucket outside. It's always fun, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. Anyways, thanks everybody for stopping by. You'll have a good one.